あの子は今日も部屋から一歩も出てきません。相変わらず空想の友達の話をしています。私がそんな子はいないのよって説明すると、見たこともないような恐ろしい形相で、あの子のあんな顔見たこともない。先生、明るくて元気で。
お母さん。
朗らかだったあの子はどこへ行ったのでしょ
う。落ち着いてお母さん、正念場ですよ。ここは気を強く持って。娘さんはもっと辛いのです。今我々が見放してしまったら彼女を守ってあげられる人はいなくなる。私も可能な限りバックアップします。一緒に元気な直美ちゃんを取り戻しましょう。
はい、ありがとうございます。少し心が落ち着きました。では様子を見てきます。
ええ、気をつけて。あまり刺激を与えないように。
ナオミ、ナオミ、もう寝ちゃった？お母さんだよ。開けるよ。ナオミ、またそこにいるの？立ちっぱなしじゃ足痛いでしょ。ベッドに座ったら？お母さんね、今日いいことがあったの。お買い物に行ったらね、ペットショップにすっごく可愛い子猫がいて、ほら前にナオミが飼いたがってたでしょ。茶色い毛並みのスコティッシュちゃん。その子がずっとこっちを見てるの。お母さん、ケージから離れられなくてね、ナオミにも会わせたいなってね。明日一緒に出かけない？学校は休んでもいいって先生が許してくれたよ。サボっちゃってお買い物行こうよ。いやかな。ねえナオミ、どうしてそこにいるの？そこに誰かいるの？
聖子。
ナオミ、あのね、冷静に聞いてね。お母さんも知りたいんだ、あなたの友達のこと。あなたのクラスの聖子ちゃんっていつからいるの？
ずっと。
あなたのクラスって？
2年9組。
うん、そうだよね。みんなとっても仲のいい素敵なクラスだって聞いてるよ。だけどね、だけどどの子に聞いてもね。
出てって。どうせ信じてくれないくせに出てってよ。出てって。信じてないのに信じてるふりをして私のことおかしいと思ってるんでしょ。
ナオミ、手を痛めるよ。やめて。いい、そんな子はいないの。気をしっかり持って。
気は確かよ。おかしいのはみんなよ。
落ち着きなさい。
うるさいな。みんなどうかしてるんだ。私が正しいんだ。
ナオミ、ナオミ、お願い、落ち着いて。
離して離して。
お薬よ。ナオミ、落ち着けるよ。楽になるよ。ナオミ、飲みなさい。飲むの。
やだやだ。 雨音が消えゆく頃闇に立ち上る太陽悲しみに濡れる君のその頬をそっと照らすために祈りのような光の洗礼よ君の道降り注いで花の咲く場所へと僕らは歩き出そう幾千の痛み消えて僕へも生まれた僕たちは作れるそう新しいエドラ
Well, well, well. We back again with more Corpse Party. The second one, canonically, I think. Why my control did not work? Come on. We didn't have that whole intro for my controller to not work. Come on. Maybe if I like enter the options or something. God damn it. There we go. Okay, I fixed it. It's better now. So yes, we had a little break. I think it was only 1 week, I think, but played some Valorant. I did a bowling tournament in the meantime. That I took a bit of time off to do a tournament. I was traveling. Holy shit, this is loud. I'm gonna turn this down slightly. I don't know if that's super loud for everybody else as well. Pretty damn loud for me, so. But yeah, took a bit of time off, sorted my internet problems, had a tournament, miles away, too far away, and yeah, now we're back to continue with Corpse Party. So, if I'm not mistaken, this one is taking place after the events of the first one's bad ending where we looped. But that introduction makes me think there's elements of story that shows what happens after the canon ending. Because it was showing Naomi's insanity over Seiko supposedly not existing, even though she did. So I guess this game is partially sequel, partially alternate universe? I don't know. We'll find out. Something fun, though, that I did find was, because apparently it knows that I played the first game, like it sees my save file on Steam, there's not ending list. Does it show name tags as well? Oh, there's not many name tags. I think it's probably under bonus. There's like all the images from the first game are here now. Interestingly. So yeah, like Gallery of Spirits. We have the phone call from Naomi's mum. We didn't have a CG for this in the first game, but that's there. This was in the intro. That intro was so friggin' creepy, dude. Oh yeah, we saw that in the intro as well. And then, so yeah, all this comes from the opening sequence. No image. But yeah, all of this is like that CG was from the first game. This looks new, but, you know, still first game stuff. Ah, memories. I remember you, yes, little psychopath. And that's the mom. We didn't know that at the time. There she is! Hanging Seiko. Those little fuckers. I love this image. I don't know why. Just this perfectly clean bleached skeleton, but still has thigh highs, a skirt, and a shirt. Like, the clothes just look fine, but they're just perfectly bones. Anyway, all the images from the first game are here, which I thought was cool. I don't know what Cursed Phonograph is just music. And then apparently Soulful Testimonies is like interviews with the characters that you unlock, and then whatever EVP machine was. Listen to and create conversations using any of the game's binaural 3D voice files. Ayo, what? Okay, cool. Anyway, let's start. So, instead of chapters 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, we have Seal, Demise, Encounter, Purgatory, Shangri-La, which is the... I found out that's the name of the song that was the opening to the first game. Maya and Tooth. I guess we'll start with Seal. Not that kind of seal.
いい天気です。あゆみちゃん、
Am I?
今日
Oh,
も
I'm
学校で
perfectly
楽しく過ごせ
just
てい
out
る
the
でしょ
way
う
of
か？
the subtitles. Great. Ah, well, what lovely weather. I wonder how Ayumi's faring at school today. I hope she's enjoying herself. Oh, right, Hinoe's Ayumi's sister, the spiritual one. The spirits seem unusually active again, though.
私やあゆみ
And
ちゃ
there's
ん
that
が
old sense of
小さい
unease
頃から
too.
感じていた嫌な予
The same
感
one
が
Ayumi and I have been feeling all our lives, but stronger than ever, and I don't like it one bit.
とても
I like Hinoe, she's cool.
とても近いとこ
I
ろ
can
で
sense its presence.
あれの
It's gotten
存在を
very,
感
very
じ
close.
まさか
But that's preposterous, right? I'm probably just imagining things.
気のせいとあの子に話しておかな
Maybe
きゃ
it'd be
いけ
best if
な
I
いかも
talked with her about it.
悪いことが起きなけれ
I
ば
only
良いのです
hope
が
nothing bad happens. Well, if this is taking place where I think it is... Oh, I like this background. This is cool. If this is taking place where I think it is, then it is the loop. So hopefully we'll see. What's his name? Oh my god, how have I already forgotten? Satoshi. There we go. Hopefully we'll hear Satoshi be like, "Don't do the ritual, guys," and everyone is just gonna be like, "Nah."
カバンを投げ出してベッドに寝転び
Why is she so quiet? What? Naomi's like super quiet. Oh, also her name tag's there now. I'm gonna need to move my fat head out the way. I threw down my bag, collapsed onto the bed, and stared up at the
見
ceiling.
慣れた照明
These were my familiars, the familiar lighting, the familiar patterns I knew so well. That familiar stain in the corner. What? I remember when my dad made that stain. Okay. Whew. Is she like really quiet in the right ear on the stream as well, or is that just for me? Because like in the opening sequence it was the same. Her mother was speaking perfectly fine, and then Naomi was like really quiet. I don't know if my like right headphone is just like not giving me the audio correctly. Actually, what is my audio settings on? I am on system. Let's check sound settings and make sure the game is coming through game. Yes. Right? I think that's correct, so go XLR, send it to game. She's still super quiet. Okay. Makes no difference. Staring up at my ceiling was something I'd done a million times before, but today it felt strange, like I'd just come from doing the exact same thing. And I'm not talking the general act of lying in bed and looking up, but a more specific sense that I'd experienced this singular moment in time once before. Yep, we are in the loop.
それは
Oh wow, this is more traditional looking visual novel, huh? This feels weird. I guess it's because we've just literally just a week ago come off of the back of the first game. But having like actual visual novel backgrounds to accompany this text feels strange. I believe the term you're looking for is déjà vu. Supposedly déjà vu signifies that a new destiny has just been born within you. So congratulations, Nakashima! You may be a whole new person now. So said the class rep, making light of the situation in her usual creepy way, but maybe she was right. I'd been more cognizant of my actions since then. Am I going to have to up the voice volume? Usually if I pay too much attention to every little thing I do, I begin obsessing. Then I just give myself a headache and end up calling it quits. If I press start, you gonna... No! That's skipping! No! That's not what I was trying to do! I was trying to access the... How do I stop this? How... Okay, so it escape pauses, but not... How the fuck do I get out of this? Triangle. Triangle is how you do it. Anyway, let's up voice volume to 100. Why? Why triangle? You know what? Back to title. I missed so much text. New chapter. Seal. Try this again, and now we can actually hear her. Oh, okay, yeah. Now we can hear the voices. Yay. But I don't want to, like... Nope. Okay, so that's auto. Wait, how do I disable that, though? Oh god, there's... Okay, R1, like, fast forwards it. How... I may need to look up the button configuration. How do I default it? Okay. Oh, wait. It cancels it by pressing triangle. Darkening 0%. Ayo? Ayo? Hold on. Okay, yep. This. So this is the class rep. Usually if I pay too much attention, but this deja vu was real. Yeah, okay. We're back to where we were. Why has it got to fill the whole screen? Where am I meant to sit? Huh? Where do you want me to sit, game? All the way over here? So that the text can all be on the screen, huh? You never did this before. I don't think we've ever had a visual novel that takes up the entire 1920 by 1080. This is depressing. Well, I'm still going to read it anyway. So, this is Naomi saying, but this deja vu was real, and it was far stronger than it had any right to be. This wasn't your run-of-the-mill spooky feeling, it was all-encompassing. Seiko! Oh, I've missed you! Oh, how I've missed you. My beautiful weirdo. No matter where you go in this house, it all smells just like you, Naomi. Is this heaven? Sniff, 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 sniff. I swear, Seiko, doesn't it feel like this has all happened once before? What has? You sleeping over here. And then the next day we were both like, hey, let's go clothes shopping. Don't you remember? Ah, surely you jest. Long have I sought to capture thee and infiltrate the walls of this holy temple, but today marks my first successful conquest. Yeah, I guess that isn't the sort of thing I'd have to forget quite so easily. Must just be my imagination. Oh my god, is this the most dialogue we've ever had out of Seiko? I feel like she's been gone for so long. Hey, yeah! Finally our flag has been planted, Seiko and Naomi together at last! You bet! This is gonna be lots of fun, but what's all this about a flag? Oh, I think you know. Hee hee hee.
そう今日は私の
And
家
so
で
began my first ever slumber party with Seiko. You know, slumber party is a lot better than a corpse party.
語源が
Let's.
終わったら速攻学
The
校
moment
出て
fifth period ended that day, we tore right out of school and loaded up on all the junk food and drinks we could
聖子
carry.
とは長い付き合いになるけどお互いの家に泊まったりしたことはなかったから
Seiko and I had been friends forever, but neither of us had stayed at the other's house before, so we were both pretty excited. This was gonna be fun.
ああそうだナオミ一応うちに連絡入れていい今日のことは伝えてあるけど学校から直行してきたからね
Responsible. Ah, Naomi, do you mind if I make a quick call home? The kids know where I'll be, but I should still check in since I didn't have a chance to swing
う
by.
んいいよ
Sure, go ahead.
電使う
Do you need to use the landline?
あ大丈夫携帯で
No, no, this is the future. This is the modern age. My cell phone will be just fine. I just worry about poor little you know? He'd be sad if I didn't at least call.
わかったじゃあ喋ってて
No problem. You do your thing and I'll take a quick bathroom break.
コール中の携帯を片手に V サインを送る聖子を残して部屋を出る
I exited my room, glancing behind me to see Seiko holding her cell phone to her head with one hand while flashing me a peace sign with the other.
なんだかほんと新鮮私の部屋に友達がいること自体が面白い
The mere idea that there'd be a friend waiting for me in my room when I got back was just so exciting.
今晩たっぷり話せるんだもんね
Oh, the things we could talk about that night. Where should we start? What stories should we tell?
うんうんオッケーよしゆう明日お父さん遅くなるらしいからね文化祭の片付けとお友達の送別が終わったら帰るから
No! Tomorrow's the festival. Damn it. Yeah, okay. Looks like Dad's gonna be late coming home tomorrow, you. So I'll head your way after the festival cleanup and all the goodbyes. See, for a second I was like, oh, wait, we've got through the school day and we're not in Heavenly Host? But no, we're just a day prior to it. Then we can get ready for Dad's special surprise together, okay? Yep.
じゃあみんなによろしくね
Give all my love to the others and make sure you all tuck in tight tonight so you don't catch colds. Take care, you.
大丈夫だった
They holding up okay?
ありがとう
Sure are, which means I've got nothing to worry
今日は
about.
心置きなく
I can enjoy my time with you to the fullest.
楽しそうだね
Sounds like you're ready to have some fun.
ナオミこそ
And I'll bet you are too. I usually skip this part.
何話そうか
So what should we talk about?
何でも OK だよ
Anything you'd like. I'm just glad to have this blissful opportunity.
なんだろう
I really can't say why I felt so shy and embarrassed. Feelings reciprocated.
いつも一緒にい
The
る
two of us were always together after all.
場所が
Changing the setting from school to my personal space just seemed to bring us a lot closer.
すごく距離が近くなった気がして私は
I found myself staring at Seiko's face as if
まじまじと見
studying
て
it.
しまった
This makes her death so much sadder. You two were way closer. Like, now you're giving me context behind, like, how close you were. Now it hurts more.
この子
Did she always
こ
look
んな
like
顔し
that?
てたっけこの子私を友達と思ってくれてるんだ
Honestly, I'd be questioning how she got her hair that curly. I mean, you look at that, right? There's a curl, and then it's literally like, you know, chocolate shavings? Where they're like perfectly curled? Yeah. How do you do that? I've never seen somebody with this hairstyle. This was someone who regarded me as a
だから
friend.
いろいろ考えて
All kinds of inane thoughts were swimming through my head, and for some reason they were making me really nervous.
ああじゃああれ行こうよ
Hey, you know what we got? We got that chocolate soda we bought. Ew, wanna try it out? Do I? Just try and stop me. That sounds fucking terrible. I took out the bowl we'd purchased and poured its fizzy contents into 2 cups. It had the faintest tinge of chocolate colour but was otherwise clear. As it hit the bottom of each cup, that familiar comforting sizzle of carbonic acid rising from liquid echoed forth amidst a froth of bubbles. This is why I like visual novels. They make the act of pouring soda sound so poetic.
色は綺麗だね地雷だったらどうする
Well, it's sure a pretty colour, but what do we do with the rest of it if it sucks? We pour it down the drain so nobody else ever has to suffer like we did.
その時は明日学校持ってってみんな
Or
で
that.
遊ぼう
Genius, Seiko. We take it with us into school tomorrow and offer it up to everyone. Make like we're being real nice, see?
それはいいね。
Hey, that's a good idea. Alright, here you go, Seiko.
ありがとう。よし。じゃあ
Thanks. Okay, let's drink it down on the count of
オッケ
three.
ー。
Sounds good.
せー
One,
の。
two, three. It's gonna be terrible.
おいしい。
Really? Really? Chocolate soda. I don't know.
気がつけば二人とも
Before I knew it, we were up to our old tricks,
ずっと喋って
talking
た。
on and on like we always did at
同
school.
じことで喜んで、同じことで
We smiled and laughed and felt joy at all the same things. Spending this time together, we could each forget all our troubles for a while. And in under 24 hours, we'll be at each other's throats and shouting at each other and arguing for no good reason. And then one of us will die.
こんな友達ってきっと一生のうちに
It's not spoilers because this is the sequel. This was the kind of friend that comes along only once in a lifetime.
なんで今日は
I was starting to get really sentimental, and I had no idea why.
何に言うと
I certainly couldn't admit it to her, though. I never hear the end of it. Oh,
大人になってからもずっと一緒にいられたらいい
they're
な
so
って
cute.
思った
I just kept thinking to myself, I really hope Seiko and I could be friends like this, clean into adulthood for the rest of our lives even. Why is that, like, hard to read? It hurts my eyes, like the white text on such a bright background.
なんだろう
Maybe it was that same weird sense of camaraderie one tends to feel during overnight field trips. I don't know.
お母さんご飯超美味しいです
The subtitles did not do that justice. So, Seiko doesn't say Miss Nakashima, she said Okasan. Right? So, doesn't that just mean mom? Is Seiko calling Naomi's mom her mom? The line delivery on Seiko is always beautiful as well. This food is stupendous. Come on, Naomi, say ah.
あ
ありがと
Thank you. You two certainly are close, aren't
う
you?
本当に仲がいいのね
And I'll forget all about you in a day.
いつもナオミから話を聞いていてどんな子だろうって一度会ってみたかっ
Oh
たの
my
よ
god, she really does have ara energy, doesn't she? I've heard so much about you, Shinohara, that I felt I simply had to meet you one of these days.
ナオミさん私の話をしてくれてるんですか
Naomi's been talking about me, has she?
ええ
Oh, all the
食事
time.
時とかあなたの話ばっか
Hey,
り
hey.
よ
During meals, you're always a hot topic around here. She never fails to have some story about where you two went or what you did.
ご家族公認ということですね嬉しいテレテレ
Yeah, no words. I just love Seiko. I think her dialogue alone is fine, but the way the lines are delivered is just beautiful. So I've been accepted by the family then. My tears of joy overflow at the prospect. I must be red as a beet right now.
セイコ
あとそうそう持田聡くんのお話
Oh, it's not just you, Naomi also loves talking about that Satoshi Mochida boy. Whenever he comes up, she just gets so excited. I think she likes...
お母さん
Mom, Ixnay on the Atoshi Seikei.
あらごめんなさい
We got one, Ara. We were so close. Sorry, dear.
知ってます愛しの持田くんのこと
Oh, don't worry. I know all about her feelings towards her beloved Mochida. Naomi may seem like a strong girl, but she's really quite the shy one.
ストップストップ
Stop it.
あなた
Well, you're certainly well informed. What say you and I have a girls' night out sometime?
美味しいものごちそうしてあげるから学校でのナオミのこと聞かせて
Hey, yo. Seiko trying to steal my mom. What the hell? I'll treat you to something good, and in return, you tell me everything you know about Naomi from school.
喜んでお母様
It would be an honor and a privilege, Miss Nakashima.
ちょっと
Hey, come on now.
さてさてお腹いっぱい
Hold
に
on,
なった
have you
か
two gotten sufficiently stuffed? What is that? It.
じゃあお湯
I
張
can't
ってあ
even
るから
tell.
お風呂入りなさい女の子同士なら一緒に入るでしょ
I've drawn a bath, so you should head in while the water's still warm. I assume you'll be okay going in together since you're both girls, no? I've never once stayed over at a friend's place and had a bath. Is that just like a normal thing?
フラグ回収ここで決める私
Damn straight! My flag is firmly planted now. The day is totally won.
何
Huh?
一緒ってどういうことフラグって何
What are you talking about? Are we really going to bathe together? And seriously, what's all this flag business about?
お母さんお風呂お借りします
Never mind that. Just come on, Miss Nakashima. We're going to borrow your bathroom.
はーいよく温まる
Roger
わよ
that. Make sure you two get nice and warm.
セーラーのエリア
Even
に入
mom
れられて
ships it. What
脱
the
衣所
hell?
に連れ込まれた
Hold on. Did my link actually work? I sent the link, but I didn't test it. Okay, it is working. That's fine. Cool. Forgot to check. Second, I removed the lapels from our school uniforms on the way to the bathroom dressing area. Game. Oh, okay.
やっぱり恥ずかしいから別々に
I
入
still
ろう
felt a little uncomfortable, so I suggested we bathe separately after all.
抵抗も虚し
But
く
Seiko just mumbled that resistance is futile and said about taking my clothes off.
慣れた手つきで
With only a
スルスルとリフト
few
を
swift
入る
movements, she
様
had my whole
を
outer uniform stripped away in no time at all.
この
Damn.
子はプロだ
She was a bona fide pro, a real expert at taking people's clothes off. Disturbingly well practiced. This game really jumps between almost hentai and horror.
うわ熱
Ah, hot, hot, hot.
い
Oof.
家のお湯は熱めなのですな
No kidding, the hot water of your house doesn't
お母
mess
さん
around.
が入れたお風呂は
Yeah, Mom likes to run the world's hottest baths. I keep telling her that when you're soaking, lower temperatures are better, but she never listens.
いつも
Oh well. Achoo!
体冷えてるいけませんなもっちょ
What's that? What's this? Is your body feeling chilled? Well, then take this! Take this!
風邪ひかないで
You're
ね
gonna catch a cold if you're not careful. You gotta be quicker at taking off your clothes, Naomi.
そんなに恥ずかし
Come on, don't be shy. Here, look this way.
こっち向いて洗面器に汲んだお湯で
Seiko had such a dumb, self-satisfied expression on her face as she scooped up water in the basin and dumped it over our heads.
よく言うよ私の意思お構いなしにあんなに手際
I'm
よく
actually quite
入る
surprised this game didn't give us CG. In the first game, we had weird CG of Seiko and her brother, I think, bathing together. But the game, like, no, we draw the line at Naomi and Seiko bathing together. We won't give you CG of that. I think you're unshy enough for the both of... Is that a word? I mean, you're the one who tore off all my clothes like they were paper.
毎日弟たちをお風呂に入れてるからね
Oh. Well, I do bathe my little brothers every day, so I've gotten pretty good at speed stripping other people.
なるほど
Oh,
ね
okay, that makes sense, actually.
恥ずかしがり
Anyway, you need to loosen up. Let's take this opportunity to deepen our friendship.
はいはいもう吹っ
Is
切れま
this
した
persona all of a sudden?
じゃあ背中流してあ
Let's
げるよ
bathe together and deepen our friendship. Yes, you've thoroughly broken me out of my shell. Now how about I wash your back? Have a seat.
お願い
Oh, yes, please. Well, there it is.
シルクタオルにボディーソープをたっぷりつけて
I was gonna say, it's
聖子の体を
It's
洗い
strange
始
to
め
the game to not give this to us. I landed up a brand new silk towel with body soap and began washing Seiko's back, marveling at her perfect complexion.
スタイルいいな
I never noticed before just what a classic beauty she was.
新品なんだよ
I
こ
bought
れ
this special just for you, so I hope you're enjoying it. How's it feel?
そこでいいよ
Sus noises.
それにこうして
And that's when all language broke down and the sounds emanating from the bathroom began resembling strange animalistic cries rather than human speech.
変な声出さないの
Cut it out, you sound demented.
またそこ
Just a little farther up, please.
ここ
Yeah? Yeah, right there. Wow. What are these
かゆか
noises?
ったのねはいはいじっとして
I made you itchy, I'll bet. Alright, hold still. Didn't take long for Seiko's back to become completely enveloped in soap suds, but I could still detect a reaction to my every touch. Don't tell me you're ticklish. Guess the secret's out. I'm really, really ticklish. Well, in that case, it's a thorough washing you shall get. So you're on the offensive today, are you? Wait, stop! What was that? I couldn't hear you over the sound of my furious... Note that one down for future reference. I couldn't hear you over the sound of my furious finger work. The game knows what it's doing. The game is completely aware. I was on, for sure, and nothing was going to stop me from giving Seiko's back the full treatment. After all, homeroom today was spent setting up for the culture festival, so we both got pretty dusty, and nice scrubbing is exactly what we both needed. Stop scrubbing and hold still. What? Why does she make chimp noises? What is this? Man, Sega, you really are slender. Your shoulder blades are incredible like a cat's. Are they? I can't really see them, so I wouldn't know, but for you, it's all about that sexy, sexy collarbone. What? Why collarbone? Why is that the sexy thing? What? You sound like an old fogey or something. But so beautiful and so big. I don't think that's my collarbone you're staring at. As I gazed at Seiko staring at my chest with hungry eyes, I suddenly had another flash of deja vu. An uncomfortable one, my eyes drifted to her neck. There was some sort of mark there, a bruise that wrapped all the way around. Wait, what? The marks from her getting hunger that... Wait, what? I never noticed that! Seiko, what happened to your neck? Did you scratch yourself or something? Something there? It's pretty faint, but there's a red mark. Don't remember injuring myself or anything. The bruise on the neck, though slight, looked less spotty than you'd expect if it were made by human hands. It seemed more even like it came from cloth. Probably a result of wearing her kimono cord tied around her neck all day for the red bean soup stand. What a shame to see her pure white skin so damaged. I hope it heals soon, whatever it is. Naomi? I can't hold back any longer. Seiko kind of... I think I said this during the last game. So, the way Seiko talks and acts kind of reminds me of Hosho Marine a little bit. Yeah. I just gotta grab that ass. Yeah? Chase on. Seiko, seriously, cool down, girl. I think you've gone thoroughly mental on me. I just can't help myself. You know, we do have a spare futon. Yeah, but 2 anime girls sleeping in separate beds isn't fan servicey enough for this game. Don't worry, I'm fine right where I am. 2 people sharing a single bed would make for a warm night, but if either of us rolled over, the other was going to wind up clean on the floor. I offered the bed to her and was perfectly willing to spend the night on a roll-out futon, but she wouldn't have it. Well, as long as you don't feel too crowded, I guess this is fine. Uh-huh. It's all warm and cozy, I love it. If only I could kiss you like this, I'd die a happy woman. With that, she poked her lips into a shape resembling the number 3, and looked at me expectantly. What had gotten into her? Do it. No, we better not. Happy woman or no, I'd hate to see you die. Ah, damn, hoisted. I was just thinking, this is really fun. I sure hope neither of us die in the near future.
正直
It was around that point when I started to realize the truth about Seiko. After all, if an outsider were to witness her blatant act of harassment and my complete dismissal of it, they'd assume we were more than friends too. But it's not like I was actually in love with her or anything. Baka. I really didn't feel that way at all. I just thought of her as a very dear friend and figured this closest we had was pretty normal. It seemed natural, in fact, that our behaviour would lead to a third-party misunderstanding every now and again, and I'd just have to set the record straight. But honestly, even when situations like that arose, they were pretty fun in their own strange, silly sort of way.
私ね友達とめたの初めてなんだ
You know, this is the first time I've ever had a friend over.
私もお友達
This is my first sleepover too. Sure beats lying in bed alone, I'll tell you what. Hee ow. Oh, you okay? I might have slapped you a little too hard back there. You should have put your back into it, slugger. But don't you worry, I'm just fine. Seiko was rubbing her face lightly where I struck her, but smiling from cheek to cheek. She's secretly thanking you and she's never going to wash her face ever again. Sorry again. Hey, how about I come stay over at your place next time? What do you say? Oh, I say yes, yes! That way I can introduce you to the little ones. You're absolutely welcome anytime. Thanks. The moonlight crept its way in through my bedroom window, giving the whole room a dreamlike glow. Soon enough, I was beginning to nod off. Where was I? Was I dreaming? No, it was just my room. I could feel Seiko's warmth next to me. Or maybe I was somewhere else entirely in this whole world. All my life's experiences were just one big dream. Don't do that to me. Man, it's hard to form a coherent thought when you're dead tired. Well, tomorrow's a big day. Let's get some sleep. You said it, from a sleepover right into a culture festival. We're true challengers. Don't you dare oversleep. If you do, I'm pulling back the blankets and putting an ice pack on your stomach. Oh, don't you worry about that. I'm such an early riser, I put middle-aged women to shame. I'll hold you to that. Anyway, good night, Seiko. Oyasumi. Oh. The night before tragedy. Wow, that was quick. Seiko must have been exhausted. I could hear her calm, telltale grunts and rhythmic breathing signifying that she was out cold and it was contagious. I couldn't get over just how much warmth her body was generating. The previous night was so cold, but this was perfect. She was like a hot water bottle. So warm. Uh-huh. What? You're awake? I can hear your voice even from the deepest sleep. Why did I read that slumber? Naomi, you've experienced that before during class, remember? Is that some kind of ESP or something? And wait, were you sleeping during class? That's not good. Hey, I have a question. In the future, even after you get married, will you still spend time with me like this? What? Of course I will. Talk about a bolt from the blue. For true? For real? For true. I mean, we're friends, you know, through thick and thin, and we always will be. Oof. She's sleeping in your bed and you're gonna friend zone her like that? That's cold. Thanks. Man, you're really this. I think that's a. Is that a bad word only in English? Like British? You're really a spaz sometimes, you know that? So I can yank the covers up over her head like some girly anime heroine. If she really did think of me as more than a friend, how was I supposed to react? Naomi? Let's always be together. You bet. Good night, Seiko. Seiko and I seem to be thinking the same thing. We were both so happy. But there was another side to the coin. There was a certain awkwardness as well. It was a strange sensation. Soon enough, Seiko began moaning and breathing heavily for real. She had fallen fast asleep, facing me, curled into the fetal position. As I lay there staring at her head, my hand moved of its own volition and began gently stroking her hair. Strangely, it didn't feel awkward or embarrassing at all. Perhaps because I knew she was asleep, it just felt natural.
そのまま
I slid my hand more towards her back and continued rubbing her head gently like a mother would her
ゆっくりと
child's.
頭に沿っていい
What a
頭
lovely
の
shape her
形
head was, perfectly round. I just kept stroking her hair, thinking about this and that.
よくわからないことを考えながら聖子が
Suddenly she
私の
clung to
胸
me
に
and buried her
顔を
face in my
染めて
chest.
しがみついて
Was
く
she
る
still half awake? This is too
なんか
cute.
変な絵だけど
What a strange scene this was, but just for tonight, I was willing to let it slide.
よしよし
There, there. Good girl, good girl. Oh, Seiko. Precious baby.
今日夕方から雨降るみたいよ。二人とも。
It's supposed to rain all evening, so make sure you both take an umbrella with you.
はーい
Oi!
おかえりし
Ah,
ます
thanks for the loaner.
よーし。
Have fun
元気に
today.
行っておいで。
Ishidahara, you be sure to think about where to go on that date of ours.
考えといてね。
はい
Yes,
お母さ
mother.
んな誰がお母さんだ
She's not your mother, you know. She's been calling her Okasan since last night.
びっくりするほど
Seiko
早
had
起きの
woken up
聖子に
ungodly early and pulled my food on the way, forcing me up with a chill and a
私は
sneeze.
髪を溶かして
We both
制服を
combed our
着
hair
る
and
と
put on our school
お
uniforms,
母さん
then
が
scarfed down the
作ってく
breakfast
れ
my
た
mum
朝ごはんを
had
頬
made
張っ
and
て
flew out of the house.
私たち急がないと準備に
If
遅
we
刻
didn't
し
hurry,
ちゃ
we'd be late for setting up.
おーほ
Is this way more visual novel-y than the first game? It already feels like it. I don't know if this is just this first chapter, or if the whole thing is going to be super visual novel-y like Doki Doki style. Like, pure visual novel and a couple branches due to dialogue decisions? Alright, well, I guess we're strapping in for that. Oh, things are looking pretty grand this year too. Yeah, it's really coming together. Ah, but I forgot. I have to go get the bowls from the prep
聖子
room.
先に教室
Seki,
行
you
っ
go
と
on
いて
ahead to class, will you?
了解
Roger that.
カバン
Oh,
持っ
and
てく
I'll
よ
take it back for you. Give it here.
ありがとう
Thanks.
文化祭
It was the day of the culture festival, or Kisaragi Fest. Our school has a whole lot of history to it, and this festival had been a part of it for ages.
中等部から
Every
高等
student
部
in
ま
the
で
junior and senior high alike was busy getting ready for the festivities, which were due to start in around 30 minutes.
後で時間があったら
I wonder if I'd have any extra time afterward to go check on the other classes' projects.
家庭科準備室
We
に
previously
洗っ
watched
て
the-
伏せておいたお椀を
Why do I keep reading that as
私は
bowels?
自分のクラス2の9へ向
I'm
かった
tired today. We'd previously washed the bowls we were planning to use and laid them out in the home ec prep room. With those bowls in hand, I proceeded toward class
いつも
2-9.
の階段を
I
上
climbed
り
the usual staircase and headed towards the usual room, stepping carefully so I wouldn't drop any dishes.
今日私たちのクラスでは
The plan this year was to host a red bean soup restaurant.
教室に近
I
づ
could
く
smell the sweet red bean paste more and more clearly with every step I
甘い香
took.
りが漂って朝ごはんいっぱ
I'd
い
eaten so much
食べ
food
て
at
きたのに
breakfast, and here we had even more food rearing its head. But when it comes to sweets, I say bring it
甘
on.
いものは自腹だよねおはようみんなお汁粉屋のお椀ってこれぐらいで
I
足り
don't
る
know why the fucking Times New Roman fucking default font really caught me off guard. Morning, everyone. These look like there'll be enough bowls for today, don't you think?
おはよ
Oh. Hi, Mayu. You're looking awfully together in one piece today.
うおはよう
Ayumi.
大丈夫
Ah, morning. Yeah, that looks like it'll be plenty. You're looking not insane today.
Oh,
Oh, hey, Yoshiki. You're looking not on fire today.
おはよう岸沼サトシも
Morning, Kishinuma. Morning, Satoshi. Hi, Satoshi. Ah, Naomi. Huh? Satoshi seemed a bit out of sorts. He was just staring blankly. Was he still half asleep?
こっち見てる気になったけど
It bothered me to see him like that, but I literally had my hands full, so I really couldn't dwell on it.
教室の奥
I
に入っ
pushed
てい
on
った
into the classroom,
足元が見え
but
な
I
い
couldn't actually see what was in front of my feet, and I have to admit, it was kind of scary.
落とさないよう
It'd
に
be a real challenge not to drop anything.
いやーナオミおはよ
Naomi, good morning, my dear.
うわちょっと聖子お尻触んないでおはようじゃないでしょ
Seiko, stop grabbing my ass. Haven't we already said our good mornings anyway? Oh, but how can I resist an opportunity like this? Naomi, hands restricted, unable to fend off my advances.
いやこ
Look what you did!
ら
Oh no, that's no good. Our tableware has to be kept clean. Guess we'll just have to go wash it all again. Here, I'll help.
ごめんね
Thanks, sorry for the trouble. God damn it, Seiko.
そうして始まった文化祭。
And so began the culture festival. All day we wore the clothes Suzumoto prepared for us and served red bean soup to our schoolmates.
彼女は演劇部で
She had a lot of
舞台の衣装デザインを担当して
costuming experience, having worked on that side of things in the drama club for quite some
それ
time.
だけじゃなく
She even did the sewing herself, putting all her practice to the test, and the kimono she prepared for us really were all of exceptional quality.
この衣装が超
So
可
good,
愛い
in fact, that they
と
became a
評判になり
centerpiece for us, bringing in students from the junior and senior high divisions alike. It made for a busy day. When we weren't tending to customers, we were chasing after that slacker Kishinuma, or taking time to check out some of the other class projects. In the end, not only did we have a really fun day, we also wound up being the most popular classroom in the whole festival. All in all, a rousing success. Finally, the clock struck 6. As our busy day drew to a close, we all stood around talking. We kept saying we should clean up, but that kind of didn't happen. Before I knew it, there were only seven of us left in the classroom. Satoshi, the class rep, Seiko, Morishige, Kishinuma, Suzumoto, and myself. It seemed everyone else had already gone home. Our homeroom TA, Miss Shishido, showed up with Satoshi's little sister in tow. But they were it. We 9 became the de facto cleanup crew.
あ
9.
片付い
Good to have 9
た
again.
みんなお疲れ様頑張ったね
Oh, Miss Yui. This is the most screen time you'll ever see. Finally done. Good work, everyone. This place is looking like a real classroom again.
くそ
Those dumbasses who went home without helping are sure gonna get a piece of my mind tomorrow, though. Not much of a class rep if I can't even hold everyone together long enough to clean up after ourselves. Oh man, nice to see Miss Yui on screen for a second without her dying in some way, shape or form. I still can't get over that. Her whole appearance in the first game was like, hey guys, and then she gets transported to the school and she's like, bye guys, I'm gonna go look for where that scream came from. Gets crushed by a fucking bookcase. Disappears for 5 chapters, reappears, gets thrown down a hole and crushed by rubble. With no explanation!
岸沼でさえ残ってるのに
Though he did manage to keep Kishinuma here, surprisingly.
うるせえ
Oh, shut up!
鈴本さん
Suzumoto, I just wanted to say it's been really fun having you here these last few months.
本当に楽しかったわ
It is nice, actually, to get a bit more context on the day that everything went wrong.
元気いっぱいのあなたに
I can't tell you how many times your positive energy helped bolster my spirits.
みんなあなたのことが大好き
Always remember that you're loved and respected. Even if your pieces splattered against a wall, you are still loved and respected, at least by somebody.
口には出さないけど
We may not have said much to that effect, but we've all been watching you blossom here.
周りを気遣
I
っ
lent a hand where I could and did my best to help guide you, but ultimately you walked your own path and have become a fine young woman.
先
Miss Yui
生意識もせずに
takes a
それが
special
実行
person
で
to
きる
achieve
のは
what you've done without even
本当にす
realizing
ごい
it.
ことなんだよ
What has she done?
あなたの副担
It's
任
been an
に言わ
honor
れた
to
こと
serve as your homeroom TA.
私向こう行っても
I wish you all the best at your new school. Thank you.
そう
Unfortunately, this teary farewell brought us all back to reality.
鈴本さん
During
は
the holidays following the culture festival, Suzumoto was being
今日の
transferred.
実質
This was to be her last day at Kisaragi Academy High School.
みんな鈴本
Everyone
さ
here
んの
loved
ことが
her, so
大好
this
きだ
was
っ
a
た
sad occasion indeed.
本当に裏表
She was
の
truly
な
a
い
kind person,
優しい子
possessing
で
no ulterior motives.
これから毎日会えなくなるんだって思うと
Excuse
寂しく
me.
てたまらない
Harboring no ill will towards anyone, the thought of her leaving was just plain depressing.
時間も遅くな
But
り
time waits for no one, and sadly, the time had come to say our
という時に
goodbyes.
階段好きの委員長が
As one final hurrah, our occult-obsessed class rep asked us to perform some friendship ritual called Satsuko Ever After.
彼女は
Upon mentioning it, she produced a paper doll
紙
from
で
her
できた
bag.
人型の形を
Satoshi had like a PTSD flashback, said, "Let's not do this," and we ignored the shit out of him.
どこかの神社で見た
It
こ
looked
と
a
が
lot
あ
like
る
those proxy dolls you'll sometimes see in Shinto shrines designed to absorb bad karma in somebody's place.
ビジュアル的に
Visually, this whole thing just seemed like the setup for a cursed seance or something. It was kind of scary, and I wasn't the only one who thought so.
ネットに載ってたおまじないなんだけど
This is, well, it's a charm that I found on the internet.
これをするとね
If we do it right, then all of
そ
us
の
will be
場にいた
together
みんな
forever.
が永遠に友
Well,
達
we'll
に
always
な
be
れるん
friends
だって
anyway. That's the gist of it. Satoshi, you got anything to say? Interesting.
どうやるの
So how does it work? Well, we sacrifice half of the group, and the other 4 have to live with unending amounts of trauma. But you'll never be forgotten. That's for certain, because the images will never leave their heads.
ダメだ
No, don't do this! Oh, we get to see him attempt.
みんな
Seriously, don't do this. It's dangerous. The lives are on the line.
命に関わるさあ
Satoshi! Aww.
命とはまた大げさだな
The fact that he's, like, partially off-screen, they didn't even give him, like, his full character model. Haha. Morishige, nobody likes you. That was something, actually, while I was looking on the Corpse Party wiki, like, page for some of the characters. One of the trivia for Morishige was he ranked 9 out of 9 on the character popularity polls. Haha, you're the least liked character. And Mayu hardly appears in the game. So that's saying something.
あれあれ
Aww.
違う冗談じゃないんだよみん
Look,
な
I'm not joking, I'm dead serious here.
怖がりのサトシが
Satoshi had always been easily spooked, and in true form, he was pleading for his life that we stop what we were doing. It didn't sound that scary, though.
大丈夫
Don't
よ
worry,
マチコ
Machida,
君
this isn't my usual
これは
creepy
いつも
fare.
の怖いやつじゃないから
Why doesn't he just say, listen, I've done this whole thing before.
お前がそ
I gotta say, it's rare to see you get this worked up.
怖がるサトシを
In
寄
the
せ
end,
に
eight of us proceeded with the ritual as planned, while Satoshi set it out off to the side, tears in
目に
his
涙を
eyes.
浮かべてそれを見ているなんだか
I kind of
か
felt
わい
bad
そうに
for
なっ
him.
てきたでも
This was for
鈴本さんの
Suzumoto.
おまじない
We all
だ
wanted
し
to give her the best possible send-off, so all I could really do was silently wonder what had
どうし
gotten
たん
into
だろ
him.
うサトシ
頼む
Please, I'm begging you, stop this! Don't
これ
go
は
through
やっ
with
ちゃいけ
it!
ないことなんだよ
Why wouldn't anyone
どう
listen
し
to
て
me?
分かってくれないんだ
Because you refuse to elaborate, dumbass. Be like, hey, I did this once before. You all died.
あれ
He's really serious, like, as serious as I've ever seen him.
サトシだ
What is it, Satoshi? What is it that has you so
サトシ
worried?
何
同じ日が繰り返されている俺には
Oh my
分か
god,
る
he actually
この
is!
先大変なことが起こる
It's a time loop. This has happened before, all of this. I remember it, and what's coming next is worse than you could possibly imagine.
もう終わるからいい子で待ってて
God damn it, Ayumi! Oh, Ayumi is gonna feel terrible at the end of this game. Because, yeah, I'm curious actually how this one's gonna work. Because I was under the impression... Oh, excuse me. I had coffee, why am I yawning? I was under the impression that it was just gonna be like, yeah, he loops a bunch of times and all of the chapters in this game are like what-if scenarios that are technically canon because of the looping. But, yeah, maybe there's actual, like, canon to this, I don't know. Sorry, but I'm through trying to convince you, just be a good boy and wait for us to finish, okay?
繰り返してる
A time loop? Is he experiencing deja vu like me? Is some new destiny being born inside of him like the class rep has said before?
そういえば
Come to think of it, this does feel a little familiar. This room, this atmosphere, this charm.
おまじないの紙人形を使
I
いながら
obediently dug my nails into the paper doll, but all the while I was frantically foraging through my memories trying to figure out what I was missing.
じゃあみんな
We're gonna pull on it until it rips apart into 9 pieces, okay? Oh, are we gonna find out who fucks it up as well? Oh, wait, no, nobody fucks it up, do they? It's the instructions that are wrong, right? We're gonna pull on it until it rips apart into 9 pieces, okay, on the count of 3. Yeah, because that was one of the things we learned in the first game, was the instructions online were wrong on purpose so that people would go and die.
青ざめた顔をして
With pallid face, Satoshi quickly rushed over and grabbed the paper doll himself. He was joining us after all, it seemed.
ようやく意地を
Everyone else
張るの
smiled at him as if to say, finally, you've come to your senses, but I was just starting to get a really bad feeling about this.
私これ
No, no, there's definitely something wrong here. Well, I'm glad you understand while it's too late.
行くよ
Ready? 1, 2... Ah, do we get to hear Naomi's inner monologue as she realizes Satoshi was right? No! As soon as I reached the hallway, I fell to my knees with a thud. gag and cough.
やだなんなのあれ人
What was that? A person? It was pitch black, but I swear it was shaped like a person.
パニックになる私の目の
School
前で
infirmary door hung open near me, and in my panic state, I swore I'd seen a black shadowy figure within it. Oh, we're like, okay, so we're skipping straight to the whole infirmary scene.
殺してやる
Okay, we've gone straight from the Sachiko charm to Seiko hanging herself. Or not hanging herself, sorry. Oh, hey! I thought you threw up blood and stuff. In the first game, when you threw up, it looked like blood. Sputter and wheeze. I just realised their, like, charm that they have on their chest looks like an eyeball.
パニックになる
I
頭
might
の
have been
中を
completely
整理
overtaken with fear. What was
なんだ
that?
この
Triangle. Oh! 5% darkening. Let's save. I mean, I think saves are not going to do anything.
何が起こってたの
What just happened? That dark, misty entity came toward me and
霧みたいな
entered
も
my
のが
body from every
私
orifice.
の
It came
全
in through
身
my
から
ears, through my mouth.
口から水が
Oh!
体の中に入
So
ってきていた
this is taking place if you got attacked by the shadowy
喉
figure?
の奥に
I
太い
felt
も
an
のが
enormous lump in my
詰まって
throat, blocking the flow of air into my lungs and momentarily teetering me on the brink of unconsciousness.
私は
I was almost killed.
殺され胸の奥に
Felt
大
as if
事
a
にしまってい
cold
る
hand reached
命
into
を
my body and grabbed hold of my life's energy, turning all my internal organs inside out and leaving me for dead.
されたようで胃がおかしい
My stomach was churning,
腸がお
my
かしい
bowels were on fire,
足がも
and
つ
my
れ
legs were all twisted around themselves. Can pressure alone disrupt the human body this much?
この喉に残る
The
自分
odor
の
and flavor of my
味
own
と匂い
gastric
に
juice is still gnawing at the back of my throat. I felt like I was going to throw up again, but I held it in.
必死でこらえていた見覚えがある
I remember this.
この場面
This place, these circumstances. I've been here before, I know I have.
絶対覚えがあるここに来たの幸せの
After performing the Sachiko Ever After ritual, there was a hellish noise, then a huge hole appeared in the floor, and then I was here, in this school. There was no sign of Satoshi or Miss Shishido or the class rep or anyone else, only Seiko was still near me, collapsed in a heap on the floor.
聖子だけが倒れていたの聖子と私
Seiko and I explored the decaying building as best as we could. There was no way out, not a single window or outer door could be moved or even broken.
そんな中
Just as our last shreds of hope had begun to vanish, we suddenly heard Satoshi's little sister, Yuka, cry out from somewhere just out of sight.
足をくじいて
I'd sprained my ankle pretty badly and couldn't walk very well, so Seiko went off alone to find her while I rested up in the infirmary.
聖子は一人でゆかちゃんそこへ
And that's when the dark shadowy figure showed up and began attacking.
狙いすましたかのように怖かった
I was scared, so scared.
歯が勝手に
My teeth were chattering and my lips were quivering. Knees weak, arms are heavy, vomit on sweater already. Bomb spaghetti. As if they had a mind of their
ど
own.
うして私を一人にす
Why
る
would she leave me alone like that? Wait. No, because you two had an argument,
私も
right?
一緒にゆかちゃん探
That's
し
not how you two got separated. I told her I'd go with her to look for Yuka, so why did she leave me behind? Was I going to slow her down? Was I going to get in her way?
ナオミどうしたの大丈夫
Oh, okay. Naomi, what happened? Are you okay?
そんな
What? Oh my god, are you alright? I'm so sorry I left you by
一人
yourself.
にしてごめんね聖子の顔を見
Just
た
seeing
ら
Seiko's face quelled my
体の震
shivers.
えがこの子がいると
Whenever she's around, I feel so at ease, and at that moment, I just wanted to cling onto her and cry my eyes out.
泣きじゃ素直に
I should have just done it,
そう
but
すればよかっ
instead,
た
just leave me alone. Do you have any idea how scared I
置い
was?
てって
So, is this saying
だから
that Naomi got infected with darkening when the shadowy figure was in the infirmary, even if you take no damage from it? She still, like, got infected by the shadowy figure. Because this seems to be saying that darkening got a hold of her at this exact moment. Because I guess that would explain... Yeah. Huh. But it seems weird that there's, like, no alternative for, oh, I didn't take any darkness damage, so I should be fine. But, you know, if the darkness entered her body through every orifice, then I can understand the darkening happening. Just leave me alone. Do you have any idea how scared I was? Also, this is only 5% darkening. Oh wait, is that a progress meter? Maybe? Do you have any idea how scared I was? I'm sorry, Naomi. Come on, let's try to find a way out of here together.
一緒に出口探そう。
What's the point? Just forget about it, leave it alone. We're never getting out of here. Maybe it was the safety of Seiko's presence that did it, but all the fear welling up within me suddenly turned to anger. I was like a spoiled child. Nothing good could come out of lashing out like this. Seiko didn't do anything wrong. I knew that, but I couldn't stop myself from saying what I said. She was genuinely concerned about me, and I'd sworn to myself that I'd protect her, but my sense of reason was fighting a losing battle. You realize we've gone missing, right? How do you think my mother's gonna feel? She's gonna be worried sick about me. There's nothing I can do. Naomi, please don't say things like that. It's gonna be alright. No, it's not. You already have the hanging marks. Like hell it is. She's gonna keep searching for me until the day I finally come home. No, she's not, because if you die here, you'll be forgotten. And she has work, you know. This whole situation, it's not right. As long as I'm here, I'm nothing but a nuisance to her. I'm a terrible daughter. And we're just gonna die here anyway, so all that time she spends looking for me will be wasted. By the time my mind had been completely overtaken, I wasn't myself anymore. I was running an autopilot, horrified by the words coming from my mouth. No, I know how this ends. You're wrong! No, that's wrong! Families aren't like that. It won't be a nuisance. It won't be a burden. You're not terrible. I don't know exactly how to say this, but when there are loved ones involved, you'll do anything for them. There it was again, deja vu. Everything was falling into place. I knew what was going to happen. I knew what fate had in store if we continued down this road. But I guess I can see where you're coming from. Your mother is a really calm person. The last thing you'd want to do is worry her. That's why we need to make sure that doesn't happen, right, Naomi? We need to get back home. I know how it is for you and your family, but normal people don't work that way. God damn it, Naomi! You just said about deja vu. You only have 5% darkening. Just fucking chill. No, it's happening. Seiko's gonna get hanged. She's going to die. I have to apologize. No. I don't want you of all people to speak to me like that. Please, Naomi, tell me that's not how you really feel. I mean, I'm trying. I'm fighting for my life out here. Save! Because I need the alternate endings, but apologize! If I didn't say something to calm her down, Seiko would run off, and I knew she couldn't be by herself right now. So I pulled myself together and tried apologizing to her, but the words... Seiko, I'm so... No! The words wouldn't come. As soon as I tried to form them, something caught itself in my throat. I found myself unable to breathe and doubled over in a fit. Wheeze, wheeze, hack. I'm sorry, Naomi. If I'm bothering you, I'll go. I hate to leave your side, but if that's what you want, I won't argue. No! No! Wait! Seiko ran off into the distance, her figure growing smaller and darker until it vanished altogether. I knew I'd made an awful, irreversible mistake. So yeah, I guess that kind of confirms that the Dark Shadow figure technically does get to Naomi, regardless of what you actually do. And that's how she gets darkened and says all those horrible things and gets mind controlled. That sense of dread I'd felt moments before had come back full force. I could sense a malevolence within me, an outside hand that made me lash out at Seiko. Felt like something was in my mouth. I had no idea what. There was definitely something in there. I stuck my finger in and tried to dig it out. Ah! Hair! Don't you just hate it when a hair gets stuck in your throat? My finger found something and pulled. And out from my throat came large clumps of long black hair. I just kept pulling and pulling. I couldn't believe how much there was. The strands stretched all the way from my stomach through my esophagus and into my hands, and even then there was still more to pull. The motion was unnatural and was creating a repulsive, sickening sensation along my tonsils. I felt like I was going to throw up again. Where the hell did all this hair come from? Was this all stuck in my throat? It was only a faint notion before, but now I was certain I was remembering some future event. I didn't know why or how, but I was repeating time. Am I just not allowed to apologize? I could feel a dark will guiding me. Someone or something wanted Seiko to be killed in this timeline as well. And I wasn't gonna let it happen! Not without a fight! Hell yeah! I have to go after her. I have to apologize. I can't leave her alone like this. I ran as quickly as I could in the direction Seiko had gone, but then... a fierce earthquake began shaking the building. It was so violent I couldn't even stay standing. I crouched along the ground, waiting for it to pass. Everything was moving, and there were sounds of objects cracking and breaking all around me. Glass was shattering, ceiling tiles were raining down upon me. I was scared for my life, so scared, so very, very afraid. I was certain I was going to die. Maybe a big chunk of ceiling would fall on me, or the floor would open up on my feet and swallow me whole. Both of those things happened to your teacher. I kept wondering how it was going to end. Was I going to be crushed? How badly would it hurt? Asked Miss Yui. How long would it go on before I finally died? My head was swimming with all kinds of worst-case scenarios, while my body just remained motionless on the ground. I never felt so helpless before. I didn't even care anymore. I'd take any release I could get. Just make it stop. But there was no release for me. All I could do was curl up into a ball and pray, and I'm getting very motion sick from this shaking motion. Shiver and shake. I wonder how much time had passed. It could have been only a moment, a few minutes, or even a few hours for all I knew. But it did finally end, and the dark corridors were silenced once more. I gradually loosened my stiff body, uncurling from the floor. Blotches of dust and wood chips fell from my hair. Some of the finer debris had gotten into my clothing and was crunching around like sand with my every movement. It was not pleasant. I brushed myself off as best I could and slowly rose to my feet, slapping my skirt in vain to clear any excess dust and dirt. The particles in the air were like a white smoke billowing through the pitch-black hallway. It took me a moment to get my bearings. Once I finally did, though, I almost wished I hadn't. The sight before my eyes instantly washed away what little hope I may have had. What? The earthquake had completely caved in part of the floor. It was no longer possible to continue down this hall, no longer possible to trail Seiko. If I'd been carrying from the quake only a few feet ahead, I'd be dead for sure, swallowed up into whatever hell lay down there. Is it the bug pit? I knelt down by the edge of the hole and peered within. It was too dark to tell for sure, but if what I thought I saw was correct, then the ceilings in the school were unreasonably high. To make matters worse, it seemed like the floor directly below had fallen out as well. I didn't dare consider just how deep this pit might go. All I know was I couldn't risk falling into it. Shivering in terror, I pulled myself up. Ooh, what do I do? Can I get around it? I have to hurry! I definitely had to hurry. If I didn't, Seiko would commit suicide. No, it's not suicide. But there was still time. I was determined not to let it happen. No matter what, I was going to save her. I was going to change her horrible fate. Search mode? Ayo? Oh, interesting. So, yeah. God, this feels very Danganronpa all of a sudden. Door! Wait, can I not click on anything? Map? Oh! Oop. Oh, interesting. Ugh! Oh, hey! There was a mess of blood and entrails on the wall as if someone launched from across the corridor at tremendous speed and splattered on impact. This is the best view of this we've ever had. The smell was positively vile. Seiko had commented on it before, but it was really hitting me now. Every breath I took was triggering my gag reflex. It was all I could do not to vomit again. It's weird having the game be in this style all of a sudden. Can I not look at the exploded body? This is almost creepier. Because we have, like, really well-designed, like, corridors now. That you have to walk through like this. I don't know, this is cool. I like it, this style. The door to the science lab is frozen in place as if it's just a decoration on the wall. It can't be opened. Anything else here? Who am I kidding? I know there's nothing else here. As I wandered through the darkened corridors, every hair on my body was standing at attention. I had goosebumps from head to toe. Felt like a fog of uneasiness was swelling around me with each step I took, and that fog was growing thicker and thicker to such an extent that I began fearing the darkness might swallow me whole and I'd cease to exist. That is a possibility. I could feel my sanity slipping away. I didn't know how much longer it could hold out, and I was starting to lose patience. I just wanted to get it over with. It feels like a slime covering my entire being. No matter how much I wiped, I was only squishing it around. It wouldn't come off. It was stuck fast. I walked around aimlessly, calling out Seiko's name. By doing so, I think I was able to dull my senses and just barely maintain my grip on reality. Where are you? Please answer me. I wasn't thinking straight. I want to apologize. Up ahead, I swore I saw a light glinting off of something. It looked for a moment like a web of sinewy strings stretched all across the hall. I slowly crept forward until I could confirm that they were in fact strands of wire. Gently, I reached out a finger and touched the closest one. Ow! I put my hand away, looking down at it. There was now a very fine, clean slice right on the tip of my finger. Tiny red beads were beginning to form. Those beads just kept getting bigger and bigger as I watched, eventually swelling into one another and forming a single drop of blood. And that drop quickly became too heavy for its perch. It began wending its way down my hand toward my wrist. Piano wire? No, it's a little different. I couldn't believe it had cut so deeply from just that one faint touch. Had it been sharpened? Oh my god. Is somebody going to get thrown through this? It really stung. If I hadn't noticed those wires strung up across the hall and just kept walking, I shouldn't think what might have happened. Death not from malevolent spirits, but from a mere booby trap. Who could have done this? There was definitely a planned malice behind it. I could sense an ill will in the air and began to tremble. Was someone watching me, even at that very moment? Was someone just waiting for me to fall into the trap and die so they could gloat about it? Is someone there? Hey! It was like an unconscious shout. I couldn't control myself. I was scared, and whoever did this was heartless. I couldn't just let it go. Stop this, please! You're scaring me. Don't do these awful things to people. A bevy of negative emotions began swimming through my head. I suddenly realized I was crying. And I knew this corridor, with its web of razor-sharp piano wire, was effectively impassable, at least for the moment. I needed to find some way to cut these wires, or some means of disabling the trap at any rate. I decided to go back the way I came and search the rest of the school for answers. The infirmary will have scissors? Let's take a look at that wall again. Oh, we can't. Yeah, let's go to the nurse's office. See if it'll have me. God damn it! Oh no, I am actually allowed to keep moving. Movement is very slow. I don't like this place. The infirmary was where I'd been attacked. I didn't want to stay in there any longer than I had to. That horrible sensation of my body being overcome by that hair-like mist was something I never hoped to experience again as long as I lived. But scissors, though. There's a pair of scissors on one of the shelves. Its blades are stained with blood. I need those scissors. Carefully peel the skin on both sides, expose the subject's energy. Use pins to keep the opening. The remainder of the page is so stained and faded that it's completely legible. Oh, that's different than last time. There's a photo here. Hi. It was cracked and warped in various spots, and the picture itself was in black and white. Clearly, this was not a recent photograph. It was just a simple shot of a man looking directly at the camera. It had a formal air to it, as if it were used for an arranged marriage interview. Who the fuck? I wonder who this is. Was he the man who worked at this desk? Or a family member, maybe? Large number of bottles. Each one of them seems to be packed tightly with small chunks of unidentifiable meat, and the smell suggests they've been here for quite a while. Ooh, tongues. You love it. It's an old-fashioned space heater, but it's so full of ash that it'll probably never light again. A classic. No candle in this room, huh? Wait, so I can't get the scissors? All things considered, there's surprisingly little dust on these beds. There's nothing under them. Is there? No, there isn't. Good. Okay, both say the same thing. You're not going to let me take the scissors to cut the wire with. You know what? Okay, fine. You know what? Fine. Where the hell am I going to find scissors? Oh, right, I can't proceed this way. Large hole in the floor, too big to jump across. Alright, let's go over to this room then. The door to classroom 3A is frozen in place as if it is just a decoration on the wall. It cannot be opened. What does this say? Smudgy blood red lettering reads, "Getting close to the darkness is one way to learn the truth. This whole place sits close to the darkness after all." And you could literally take out the horror elements and this game would just... Oh my god, I'm 90% dark. And it would literally be a Kingdom Hearts plot. Oh my god, we're in an alternate universe. We've got to escape before the darkness gets to us, guys. The door is frozen in place as if it's just a decoration. 2A's open, though. Huh? Or maybe not. Thought maybe I could inspect the door, but... Let's go into it. Hi? The following words were scrawled on the blackboard. Your friend is a traitor. You're going to be killed. Run? This shouldn't have been there. It wasn't on the board when I first got here with Seiko. Somebody had to have written it recently, but why? To create a rift in our friendship? No, to save Seiko from you. I didn't know if it was a person or a ghost who did this, but whoever it was a terrible thing to do. This was all really starting to get to me. What does this say? Soul burned by waves of energy. Pay tribute to God in this house of Shinozaki. Purified by the flames of hell. Judgment passed in the great beyond. Is somebody in here? Stop harassing me, whoever you are. I can't take this anymore. I just can't. Oh, what was that? There's a lot of blood on the screen. I didn't even know whom I was angry with, but make no mistake, I was seething. I was probably really close to my breaking point. I ran out of the room, never even pausing to wipe the tears from my eyes. That doesn't look like tears. Everything's very red. Ah! I'm 21% dark. No. Is this just playthrough, like, wander everywhere until Naomi gets darkened? Is that what I'm having to live through? Alright, let's check all... Oh my god, there's so much to check. Jesus. So yeah, the longer you spend alone, the more darkened you become. Unless that's just chapter progression. It very well could be. Wait, no, I want to... Fuck, how do I... There we go. Oh, I thought there was something down that hole. Never mind, I do want to go into 1A. Oh, hey, more wire. It's more piano wire. There was yet another piece of piano wire in this room, seemingly razor sharp like the others. But only one. I could avoid it easily with some care. I mean, I see... I see... Oh. There's this one, and then... piano wire extending up from this. What is this thing? In the corner of the room is an antiquated mechanical device with a lever attached to it. It prominently featured two wheels with spools of translucent black coiled around them and projected out towards the ceiling in a perfect tight line. Hey, remember when Ayumi and the other guy, Blondie, got cut in half by this thing? Good times. Could this be the source of the booby trap? Pull the lever, yes. Pull the lever, Kronk. That's a pretty big lever. Oof. I wonder if it'll even move. The machine was old and the lever was rusted, so it wasn't going to give without a fight. I could rattle it a little, though, so I figured I had a chance. Go for it. Also, this machine was not out here before. It was in the back room. I did it! Huh, it's gone. The piano wire, it's gone. Nice. Pull the lever? Try pulling it. Does it come back? Ah, okay. Nah, fuck it. Pull it again. We don't want the piano wire here. Okay. Anything else in this room of interest? Can't even look at the notice on the wall. Man, yeah, I was not expecting this to be like a complete gameplay change. We are in full visual novel mode now. Which is kind of nice, actually. It's a nice little change of pace. Why is it yellow? What's that light? There weren't any lights on and the whole school was bathed in darkness. Yet in this lone room, a small circle of light just kept blinking on and off. Also, my nose is hella itchy today. It seemed almost as if it would turn on whenever I looked at it and turn off whenever I looked away. Maybe that's just my imagination. But it seemed possible that someone could be trying to get my attention. Is anybody in here? No response. I began to get more and more creeped out with every passing second. At first I thought maybe somebody was watching me, but now I was almost certain of it. Oh, is it the torch? As I got closer to the source of the light, the blinking stopped. The light was now fully on. Oh, a torch! A flashlight, and it's on. I wondered if this was the source of the blinking light. It did turn steady when I got near the thing, but that just left me with more questions. Take it! Maybe it was just low on batteries, and that's why it kept going on and off. That's what I told myself as I picked up the discarded flashlight. Nothing seemed particularly odd about it. It was just your regular run-of-the-mill flashlight, and it really did seem to be low on batteries. I'd have to make sure to use it sparingly so as not to waste what little energy it had left. Let's check the cupboard. Shelves are littered with dead lice. Ew. If one were to rest an arm on one of these shelves, there's no telling how many might come along for the ride. That is fucking disgusting. There are 3 lines of deep scratches in the teacher's podium, all similarly made by fingernails. What could have happened here? Well, you're not gonna read it? Oh wait, is it not text? It's just lines. Oh yeah, just 3 lines, okay. I thought that meant like 3 lines of text. Anyway, let's look at the actual important thing in this room. Hello, dead body. There's a bleached white skeleton sprawled out here. Judging by height and uniform, it appears to be the remains of a male junior high student. Looking closer, there's a faded school name and tag attached to his blazer. Shobu University Middle School, Masashi Kawasaki. Well, give me the... Okay, I guess I've acquired that now. Let's go on to the next hallway. Gotta explore everywhere. Gotta get all those name tags. Wherever possible. Okay. Nothing here. Maybe another dead body in 1C? What? As soon as I entered the room, I had a bad feeling about it. The silence was almost deafening. There wasn't a single sound to be heard. This room and this room alone felt very different from any other. I mean, aside from, you know... Oh, let's read this first. Class log. I ate a student today. I was hungry, so I had to. Plus, we played rock, paper, scissors, and I lost. I thought I'd lose to an adult, but I didn't. Okay. It's full of dirty tissues. It kind of turns the stomach. Best not to look any closer, but just walk away. Okay. Enough information. Let's look at these dead bodies. There are 2 skeletal remains here. Both of them are mostly whitened at this point. They seem to have died huddled up against one another. Both are female and look to be around junior or senior high school age. There's a school name tag attached to the remains of this one's uniform. Karasuyama High School, Miki Sato. What about the other one? Sato Yuzuki. Let's take a look at this. Ah! It's a child's crayon drawing, very vibrant and colourful. The subject's mouth is open and she seems to be eating a watermelon, perhaps? Eating a what? I don't see that. It's just mouth open. Okay, well, I'm glad I looked at that. Oh god, the movement in this game. I was thinking about this actually last night, weirdly enough. Dead of Night. Like, I was thinking of horror games that actually terrify me, and Dead of Night is like one of the only horror games that actually has an effect on me. And it's got the same kind of vibe to it, where it's like, here's a hallway, and then you just have to, like, move slowly, like, move from one hallway to another, and sometimes a guy will pop out. It's terrifying. There's a large hole in the floor, too big to jump across. Getting to the other side won't be possible from here. But it's like real acting, like real recordings. So when you like click to move down the hall, there's like actual recorded footage of like somebody moving through it. It's weird. It's not. I don't know why. Like, real recorded footage with a visual novel setting just feels uncomfortable. So I think found footage stuff is like the creepiest form of horror, to me at least. Because it like walks the line between fiction and reality too well. Well, that hall is so interesting. Hey yo, any dead bodies around here? I need your name tags. Nothing. Okay. Okay. Nothing? Can I go to the third floor? I guess I'm just on the stairway, I can't go there. Alright, well. Let's go all the way back and hope the piano wire's gone. Help me, please! Somebody help me! Who are you? What? Who? Nakashima grade 3, room A. 3A? Please return to class immediately. Bruh. I mean, I would, but I have no control right now. Who, me? You're next. No, thank you. What the hell does that mean? I can't, anyway. What? Oh, let's have a look. The door is frozen in place, as if it's just a decoration on the wall. How the hell am I meant to go into 3A if it's a decoration, huh? Anyway. Oh, it stopped me here. Oh, I was so confused on where I actually was. Nothing still? Okay. Further up the hall we go. Oh! I didn't see you there. There's a large hole in the floor too big to jump across. Getting to the other side won't be possible from here. But, some sort of mechanism with a lever attached to it. Pull the lever. Pull it! Pull the lever, Kronk. Wow, that whole contraption for a single plank of wood. What a strange contraption. Pulling the lever made a retractable floorboard extend outward over the hole, but also restrung all the piano wire. I had to be careful not to touch any of it if I even slightly brushed up against a single strand. Okay, well, we can progress now. Another one! Another one! Right at the base of the staircase, no less. What a sadistic place to put it. Should be possible to use the stairs, but that piano wire is razor sharp. Best to go slow and take care not to forget about it later on. Oh god, who's gonna fucking trip over it? Who needs to fall down the stairs onto an umbrella when you got razor wire? Ominously glinting piece of razor sharp piano wire tautly strung across the foot of the stairwell, roughly at neck height. That's neck height to you? That looks more like crotch height. I feel like somebody would just run down the stairs and just no longer have legs, you know? Alright. Can I proceed up? Oh, there we go. Hey, we made it to the bathroom. Hello, curled up dead body. There are bleached white skeletal remains here. Based on the build, it seems likely that this was a female middle school or high school student. Her school ID name tag is lying on the ground nearby. Matsukaze Prefectural High School, Rei Kurosawa. I think we've We got all these name tags already in the first game, didn't we? Learning the backstory of the name tag people is nothing now. We've already seen them all. Unless these are different names and I'm stupid. Which is highly possible. The boys' room is completely boarded up. It won't be possible to get inside. Well, I don't remember that happening before. Bucket! My bucket! It's an old rusty bucket full of maggots. Best keep your distance. Why, though? I want my maggots. Maggots! Hey. Nothing as far as I can see. Shaky faded lettering could just barely be made out on the old flyer. Put it out of your mind. Don't worry. Eat, laugh, go nuts. Let the darkness in. Suddenly I felt a sickness in the pit of my stomach. It was almost unbearable. I felt like I was forgetting something absolutely crucial. Something I was consciously trying to forget, but absolutely had to remember no matter what. How about... Oh no, I can't even... Oh. I'm 37%. No. I need to check. Wait, why can I not check? This was the whole reason you were here, bruh. Wait, so where do I go now, then? What have I missed? Well, shit, okay. Huh. I thought the whole thing was to get here. Do I need to go back down the stairs and completely forget about the wire? Ow, my ankles are missing now. Okay, I don't think she forgot about it. Huh. Board should be sturdy enough to get you across to the other side, where some sort of mechanism with a conspicuous lever awaits. I guess we pull the lever, because there's nothing actually upstairs that I can do. Phew! Just as I thought, the device controlled both the floorboard and the wire trap. It was both, or it was neither. How cruel to make a person choose. Oh, wait, does this raise the other floorboard as well, maybe? Okay. What was it? 1B? Or 1A? God damn it. Gotta go all the way back? Oh, wait. I would love to, but the game's not giving me a choice. I'm from Kizuragi Academy Grade 2-9! Just stop it, please, you got the wrong person! Even more darkness! I can't access 3A anyway, you bitch. I'm going to 1A, fuck you. Pull the lever. Oh wait, am I meant to use this flashlight on something? Because I have a flashlight. Let's go all the way back here and see if that actually changed anything. Is it every time I pass by here? Yes, yeah. Oh. It just opened on its own. Oh. Come on in. What? Okay. Come on in. I'm already here. Some unknown force lifted me off my feet and pulled me into the classroom. It was So dark in there that I couldn't even see my hand in front of my face. Can I see like the message log? What did I miss? Oh, okay. If you pass by it, she just says, "Shut up." Someone then forced lifted me off my feet and pulled me into the classroom. It was so dark in there that I couldn't even see my hand in front of my face. I'm glad you've come. Well, I didn't have much choice about it, did I? Ah! There's no time to lose. The examination is about to begin. Please remove your jacket. That's a good girl. Now lie down on the bed. Not sure what else to do. I pulled out the flashlight and pointed it in the direction of the creepy voice. That thing? Hi! Shadowy figure man. Did I do right? What the hell was that? Okay. I guess if you pass by here too many times, the game's just like, play a mini game. Weird, but sure. I'm guessing I can't let her become fully darkened, but I don't really know what else to do. Is there a floorboard? There is not. God damn it. What the hell do you want from me? Now that I've turned off the piano wire, what do you want? Ah, yes, the photograph. Look at this photograph. Nothing of interest. Great. I don't know, man. Let's go back over there and see if I missed anything. Too much piano wire in the way. God fucking... Need to turn it off. I'm stupid. I left it on, apparently. Pull it. Okay, well, does that change literally anything else? Can I go down here now? I'm so confused. If I hold R1, does it make it a bit faster? A little bit. Not by much, though. And yep, no floorboard has come up. So the only thing that has changed is being able to go up here. And let's pull a lever. There wasn't anything over here. Right? I'm confused. What do game want from me unless I need to like look at my inventory? I have a flashlight. And I'm not afraid to use it on shadowy figures. Was there anything else in the girls' room that I could interact with? I must have missed something. Or is it just a waiting game? Or maybe now that I've entered that room and had that whole sequence, maybe now something's changed in here. I needed to leave and come back and now she's hung. Oh, okay.
いくら歩いて
No
も
matter how much I wanted, I just couldn't seem to figure out where Seiko had run off to. And I've been teased from the shadows and frightened the whole time I was searching. I couldn't take much more of it, I was losing my mind. When I came back to my senses, I found myself standing in the hallway on the 3rd floor of the school building.
だんだん
I began to doubt myself, to doubt the fated events that lay ahead, or whatever these horrific future memories were. It couldn't actually happen, right? I had no real reason to doubt the things I'd been envisioning, of course, but I kept telling myself it was all just paranoia.
今までだって
I experienced deja vu many times in my life. Ever since I was a little girl, it didn't have to mean anything. Someone once told me that deja vu was just the brain recognizing a similar situation from one's past and making a false connection, pulling the
そう
wrong
思い込ん
file.
でいるだけというもうやだ
Please no more! Seiko! Yeah, I guess that explains what happened in the time between them splitting up and Naomi finding Seiko's body. Or I guess also, at some point during that, Naomi went insane. So, when she was pulled into classroom 3A, that's when she got darkened and possessed and did the killing. And then, when she came to, she was back in 3A, so she didn't realize anything had happened. Please don't leave me by myself. We've seen this before. I basically lost all ability to reason. As if my mind had been taken over by some outside force. I broke down on the spot and began crying.
泣き崩れてしまったあの音は
What's that?
壁を蹴るよう
A
な
loud
大きな
sound
音
caught my attention. It sounded like someone
引っ張
kicking
ら
the
れるよう
wall.
に
I shot up from the
私は
ground as if I were
腰を上げ
yanked.
た同時に
And as I rose, my brain began recognizing a similar situation from my past. A file was
ゆっ
being
くり
pulled.
やだトイレの
No!
中から
Sounds of a
聞こえて
struggle
くる
coming from inside the bathroom stall. It's exactly the same.
そうだあの時もしんと
There
張
was
り
an
詰めた
eerie
空気の
stillness in the air
女子
within
ト
the
イレの
girls'
中
lavatory.
人の気配は
It
全
didn't
くし
feel
な
like there
け
was
れば
anyone else in here with me, but I sensed a slight movement on the third stall door from the back as if it were just closed.
閉じ私の心臓
My
が
heart was
跳ね回
racing.
り
I was so nervous it felt like all the blood in my body began flowing
血
in
が
reverse
逆流
behind
し
this
ているよう
door.
な感覚になるこの扉
Oh! Phew! An empty news. Seiko, where are you? I miss
音
you!
を見て
Just looking at the news sent a wave of dark feelings through my mind.
やっぱり
The spectre of death was right in front of me,
すぐ目の前
baring
で
its
この
fangs.
まま
If I went on too much longer without finding her,
背後でまた
that same dull foot echoed again from behind me. Startled, I turned back
驚い
towards
て
the
振り
stall.
返る誰もいない
No one
個
was
室な
there,
の
so what
に
was I hearing? The wall, there's a breeze coming out from it.
手を軽く
I
握っ
stepped
た
inside and
甲
began
の方
lightly knocking on the back
壁
wall
の
in
あたり
several
を
different
ノック
spots.
してみる
Oh, it's showing us when she discovered the secret passageway. And this is when she got darkened. Okay. Ah, it's hollow.
よく見ると
Looking
周り
closely,
の
the wall
壁
did
板が
just
少し浮いている
jut out very slightly, right around that exact
私
spot.
は考えるより先
Unconsciously, I
に
pushed on it,
奥に空壁の一部が
and a small piece of paneling swung out into the space beyond like a door.
壁だとばかり
It
思っ
was
てい
well
たから
hidden, to say the least. Never once would I have guessed there to be a hidden room behind this particular bathroom stall.
真っ暗
It's really dark in here. It's really dark in my
畳を
eyesight
縦
as
に
well.
2枚並べた
The
くらい
room
の
was extremely narrow, making it feel
細長い
longer than
空
it
間が
was. You could fit maybe 2 tatami mats on the ground there, end to
行き
end.
止まりの床
A
に
hole
は
was cut into the floor in the back, outfitted with a ladder leading down into the main school building
下
below.
の階下の階が
I
見え
peered
る
down the hole but could see no sign of a floor
こ
nor
こ
the
を
end of
降
the
りてい
ladder.
くと
This thing could lead all the way to the ground level or even farther.
気圧か
Whether
風
due
の
to
せいな
pressure
のか
differentials or the breeze in the air, the secret door suddenly shut itself behind me.
さっきからの音は
That must have been what I was hearing earlier.
この穴
A wretched smell was wafting up from below, hardly a surprise given where I
こ
was.
のこの下に降りても
I don't want to imagine what unspeakable things might await me at the bottom of this
想像
ladder.
を絶する場
If
所に
Seiko had gone
出
this
るだ
way,
けのような気もする
I shook off my misgivings and began descending. Shudder and shiver.
汚物が溜ま
I
ってい
wondered
る
if
部屋
maybe
に
this
着くん
ladder
じゃ
ended
ない
in
の
a
か
garbage dump or something. I stopped in my tracks, seriously considering turning
戻り
back.
でも
I
もう
didn't want
二
to
度と
miss
したくな
something
い
and
し
have to do this again later, so I
それなら
figured I might as
今
well
確
tough
認
it
して
out
し
and
ま
see
お
what
う
I might find down at the
考
bottom.
えを二
I was
転三転
waffling
させなが
between
ら
my desire to be thorough and my
私は
instinct to turn back, but I
なる
kept
べく
climbing down all the
空気を
while,
吸わ
holding
な
my
い
breath
よ
as
うに
much as I could.
息を止めて
Oh,
はしごを降
don't
りて
do it!
はしご濡れてるな
Sure is wet.
滑りや
If I'm not careful, I might slip. What?
よかった
I'm really glad it's not a garbage
そう
dump.
じゃなくてそこは
I seem to be in a cave-like room with muddy walls and a
土の
dirt
床に
floor.
囲ま降りてきた穴から
Looking up, I could see a very faint light coming from the hole I just climbed through, but the whole area was otherwise pitch black. There doesn't seem to be anything to find in here at all. I'm probably just wasting my time. While surveying my surroundings as best as I could, I attempted to stand up, but that didn't go very well. Ow, what the hell? My ankle had swollen pretty badly and felt like it was on fire. It was the same sprained ankle Seiko had tended earlier. I must have landed on it when I slipped from the ladder, aggravating it further. No, why is this happening? I made another attempt to get up, this time onto my good ankle. If I shifted my weight so the majority of it rested on that leg, maybe I could walk. Ow! No such luck, I wasn't going anywhere. I was stuck in this dark, dank cave where no one could ever find me, with a ladder I couldn't use. Just use your upper body strength. You don't need your legs to climb that ladder. My leg had begun going numb and the pain from my ankle was almost unbearable. No, I have to get out of here, I have to! Leaning on the wall for support, I attempted to stand once more, this time holding my sprained ankle in the air as best I could. I've never had this much trouble walking on a sprained ankle. I placed both my hands on the ladder, but it was no use. It's no use! I couldn't even make the first step. Mustering all my strength, I figured I'd give jumping a try, even if it was only with one leg. But as soon as the other came in contact with the bottom rung of that wet, slippery ladder, I could feel myself turning pale. I was well truly stuck. This was no joke. I was frantic. I tried climbing the ladder again and again. Just kept finding myself sprawled unceremoniously across the ground. I can't even say how many times I challenged those damned rungs. I even searched the walls nearby for another way out. But it was simply no use. Tears were welling up in my eyes uncontrollably. I'm so sorry, Seiko. I can't make it. I can't save you. And then, all of a sudden, I sensed a person in front of me. If you want to find your friend, you can't just give up. I'm impressed you made it this far, you done well. No! It was a little girl, she was just there, staring menacingly. And she spoke to me in a very comforting voice. If you have deja vu, surely you remember this bitch. She was rather important. And she hugged me tightly as if trying to enshroud my head with her being. Darkening 50%. There, it'll be alright. I'll let you see her if you'd like. Will you listen to what I have to say? I didn't care who, I didn't care if it was a person or a ghost. I just wanted somebody, anybody to save Seiko. This is quite the opposite of that, actually. Good girl. Good girl, that's a good girl. Everything's gonna be okay. Painful memories, you see, are the funniest of them all. Press triangle again. Oh, hey, we're at Seiko. Hick. Sniffle. No, I shouldn't say that about her. It was my fault. No, I was just scared after what she went through. I don't blame her. She's always been so cheery and so kind. But I brought out all her pain, all her tears. And that's the one thing a friend should never do. A smile suits her face best of all. I'm sorry, I'm so sorry, Naomi. I'm sorry for making you so sad. It wasn't your fault. It wasn't your fault, Seiko. I feel so lost without you. It's the same for me, Seiko. Seiko, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. Please forgive me, I just want us to be together forever. But when I'm with you, don't I make you mad? Don't I rub you the wrong way and make things unbearable for you? Of course you don't, that's just me being stubborn and pouting and behaving like a spoiled brat. Seiko approached me with arms outstretched. She wanted to hug me and I immediately obliged without the slightest hesitation. This was Seiko, warm and alive, soft and smelling lovely as usual. I'll never let you go again. Me neither. You better not. No! No! Don't do it! There's a Japanese style room over there with tatami mats and everything. We should go sit down and try to calm our nerves a little. My break sounds nice. Let's go. Custodian's closet? This is one of those doors that wouldn't open, isn't it? Oh, huh. I passed out here earlier, I guess. When I came to, I was lying down in this room. I was someplace underground, I think, with no way out, and then I saw a little girl. Was it? For the life of me, I just couldn't remember clearly. That's really odd. Maybe you have a guardian angel on your side. Or a ghost. Come on, don't say that. She's not a guardian angel. She's a terrible human. Not a human being. She's just a terrible being. Well, remember what that spirit told us when we first got here? He said not all ghosts are bad. But the one you found was actually the worst, so congratulations. Not all bad, huh? Seiko calmly opened the door and stepped into the custodian's closet. I could hardly believe this was the same person who got scared out of her mind at the first sight of a ghost only a few hours before. You seem a lot more fearless now than you were when we got here, Seiko, or is that just me? As long as you're around, Naomi, I feel like I got nothing at all to be scared of. That's all well and good, but just make sure you don't let your guard down, okay? I might kill you otherwise. There weren't any working lights in the custodian's closet, but it definitely felt a lot safer in here than it did out in the creepy, creaky hallways. Good alliteration. The two of us plopped down next to one another on the tatami. For a long while, neither of us said a word. I guess we weren't sure what to talk about. Still only 50%. I'm so glad you're okay, Seiko. You too, Naomi. How's the ankle? Still hurt? I feel like it did really badly for a while there, but it's totally fine at the moment. Glad to hear it. Did you manage to find your paper doll scrap? No, it's still missing. Guess I must have dropped it somewhere else, and finding anything in this place is quite a feat. Yeah, it is. I'm sorry, but when we get back, we can always ask the class rep to perform the ritual again, then we can get your replacement. That's true. No, don't perform the ritual again. Although, actually, if you do perform the ritual again, then you get out, so... Once we'd calmed down a bit, we'd reached a point where we simply didn't want to leave the room anymore. We had no desire to go back into those halls. So we didn't. We stayed right where we were for a really long time, just chatting endlessly with one another, casual as can be. About class and the festival, and our sleepover the previous night, ordinary everyday conversation. Then I happened to look over and catch Seiko staring at me. Yeah, totally, Seiko, is something wrong? Oh, no, it's nothing. It was too dark to see Seiko's features in any great detail, but something seemed amiss. It was her face. Was she blushing? Naomi? She doesn't have a bit to say. But, well, what is it? She had an uncharacteristically serious expression on her face and seemed really nervous. What was it, Seiko? What were you trying to tell me? Never you mind. God damn it. Oh, come on. Now my curiosity is killing me. Just spit it out already. Promise you won't laugh. If you don't want me to, then I won't. Okay, because I'm totally serious. Oh? My heart skipped a beat. This was the beginning. How could I have been so dense all this time? So if you have no idea what's going to happen to us in here, there's something I really need to tell you. Okay. Seiko's focus changed. Her gaze was now directed squarely at my lips. Wait, was this... Were you kiss me? Eh? I want to kiss you. Just once. I would love it if the darkening immediately went to 0%. Why? Because I love you. Oh, as a friend, right? No! Seiko didn't say a word, she just shook her head fervently. I was dumbfounded. Was she confessing to me? I hadn't even had a boy confess to me yet. And this is significantly better in some would say. She hung her head low, staring down at her feet. My stance seemed almost like it was causing her physical pain. She looked like she might explode. I couldn't see her face clearly, but I was certain she must have been quivering and blushing from ear to ear. You're serious? I'd marry if I could. I want to kiss you and hug you too. That was the first time I'd ever heard Seiko speak so softly with such a stammer in her voice. Aww. Before I knew it, I was crying, and I had no idea why. Seiko, I'm sorry, I ran out of the room and just took off down the hall. What the fuck, Naomi? I'm getting real sick of your shit, Naomi. Like, even if you don't reciprocate those feelings, at least, you know, voice that to her instead of running away crying. I still couldn't tell why I was crying. It's like I was scared, or maybe I was happy, or maybe I just lost a friend. Uh-oh. Why is my screen dark? I need to calm down. The Seiko I was friends with wasn't gone. She hadn't been lost. Regardless of whether or not I was able to return her feelings, I owed her at least a thank you. Seiko must have been pretty deep in regret by that point. I need to get back to her. I need to let her know that I would still stand by her. And she's missing. Because of course. I was suddenly distracted by the sound of dripping water nearby. It was as if someone had left a faucet on, but only just, and it was slowly spilling out onto the floor. Where was it? It sounded close, yet there was no sign of running water anywhere that I could see. I had a bad feeling about this. All I know was it was close. Like, really close. Wait, no, it couldn't be. I looked down at my feet and I gasped. Not expecting that image. An unpleasant looking black fluid was running down my thighs and pulling up on the floor beneath my feet, and it wasn't stopping. Ew, what the hell? What is this here? I hesitantly collected a bit of it on my finger and studied it. It wasn't blood. It was almost tar-like in consistency, smooth and viscous. You should probably go see a doctor. And it seemed to be faintly glowing as well. Why was something like this coming out of my body? I went to wipe my finger on my skirt and shifted in place in order to lose my footing and fall backwards, landing hard on my rear. I put my hands on the sides of my head, closed my eyes and screamed. I reached my limit. I just wanted all of this to be over. But try as I might to shut out the world was determined not to be ignored. It was like heaven and earth were moving all around me. I felt dizzy. Oh, don't play that noise, that hurts my ears. It was like my soul and my body were separating. I became acutely aware of my own mass and started obsessing over it. I was so heavy. Still only 50% darkening, apparently. My head in particular, the human cranium, weighs about 5 kilograms, and I could feel every last gram strain on my neck muscles. You learn something new every day, I guess. It was hurting my back. What's happening? I'm losing consciousness, caught up in my eyes. All the blood in my body came rushing up to my head. Why was this happening? I could feel the blood vessels in my face pressing against my skin. I could see blood behind my eyelids. It hurts, it hurts so much. The blood just kept coming, it wouldn't stop. It felt as if my blood vessels, my eyes, my whole head could burst at any moment. Somebody please save me, Seiko. I'm so angry at Naomi. She... Because not only is she aware that this is a loop, and she's like, oh, I remember what happens. I shouldn't leave Seiko's side because she could end up, you know, hung and dead. Oh, she confessed to me? Let me just run away. Bruh. Be careful, you're about to fall into the valley of past and future memories. That is a line from Kingdom Hearts for sure. Just as my last vestiges of consciousness were fading, I heard a little girl's voice, but I was in pain. I was weighed down. I couldn't open my eyes. If you wish to save your friend, you'll need to overcome fate itself. Wait, what? What are you saying? The heaviness in my head grew at an alarming rate, and I heard a tearing sound behind my ears. It was the sound of a major blood vessel breaking wide open. I was certain I was going to die, but then the pain and dizziness simply vanished. I had the sensation of a faint shimmering before my eyes, and I wondered if maybe I could open them now. Slowly and carefully, I relaxed the muscles that were so forcibly and fearfully holding my eyelids shut. What? Where am I? This isn't Heavenly Host. I knew exactly where I was. I'd seen this image 1,000,000 times before. I'd seen it just this morning with Seiko. This was my house. Huh? Am I really home? Was it all a dream, maybe? Mom, I'm home! And when did you install those Amazon Basic LEDs and set them to red? What the fuck? Something wasn't right. My field of vision was low to the ground and everything around me looked much larger than it should. What was going on?
Naomi,
Who the hell is Naoyuki? Naomi, guess what? I brought you a cat. Oto-san! You've always been so mature watching this house all by yourself when we're away. Come on, pet it! Pet the kitty! Isn't she great, Naomi? I don't know. Show me the cat. Mom? Now I'll have someone to keep you company. Sorry I was so late coming home from work, sweetie. It's so nice that we can trust you, though. I'm really sorry, but now you won't be lonely anymore, right? Stop this. May would spend half her time indoors and the other half in the backyard as if she were out to pasture or something. Is May the cat? It may not have been much land, but that was her territory and she rarely ventured outside of it. Once I was so upset that my parents were going to be late coming home from work again that I scooped up May and ran away from home for a little while. Papa, Mama, I hate you! Stop it! Because you're here, May. Because you're here, Papa and Mama don't think they have to come home. It's your fault, you know. What the fuck? Naomi, what is happening? Naomi, what's wrong? Why are you crying? Where did you and May run off to? Okay, the cat's fine. The cat is fine, everybody. No need to panic. I was very worried for a second. You know, all these humans in this game can die. The cat does not deserve to die. I'm sorry, May. I didn't want us to be a part. I said a really mean thing to you, May. I'm so sorry. No, it's alright. Naomi, May will always be there for you. She loves you, you know. She can sense exactly how you feel, and she's very understanding. It wasn't long after that that May ran away. No! I searched for her every day, through teary eyes, but in the end she never did come home. Such a pity, I guess. Even cats get strange ideas in their heads from time to time. Damn it, Naomi. What the fuck is wrong with you? That wasn't it. And you two were such good friends too. I did this. You'll make a new friend in no time. You just need to put this out of your mind and move on. It's because May was so understanding and kind-hearted that she disappeared from my life. If only I hadn't said what I said to her. May, come back, please. Hey, you never change, do you? Mom? Mom, where are you? She's not here. Naomi. Seiko! Literally just fucking cropped out the image from earlier of her feeding the food. Seiko, are you alright? I've been looking all over for you. I'm so sorry about before. She didn't respond, but she didn't have to. This was definitely Seiko. Because I remember this image. I can't see you very well. Come a little closer. Please let me see your face. I drew in towards Seiko, who was sitting on the ground and rested my head on her shoulder. Then I wrapped my arms around her. I still couldn't see her face. I thought it might be because of the dim lighting in the room. But no, that wasn't it. Something was very wrong here. Seiko wasn't moving an inch, and that's when I realized. Her skin was cold. Ah! She's dead? Ah, she's got that standing death thing that characters have in Shonen sometimes. Wait, where was I? Was I at home? Or was this Heavenly Host? The last thing I remembered was frantically trying to find her again. I could smell incest from somewhere far off and finally realized that this wasn't reality. Pant, 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 pant. Ow! That was some bright... Kishi Station. Where am I now? What is happening? No. No, this person's sitting perfectly still on the floor, not saying a word. This wasn't Seiko, so who was it? Ooh. Turn around, Bright Eyes. Naomi. Pant, 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 pant. Within the unyielding darkness, I knew that whoever it was taking Seiko's ship was coming towards me. Pant, 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 pant. Breathing ASMR. She's here, she's right next to me. I can feel her breath. I can sense her presence. Who are you? I'm your friend with the broken neck, remember? Sayuri? This is the future where you make me die. I remember that one. No! Why did you leave me by myself back there after we finally managed to get back together too? I was so worried that I'd hurt you, so worried, and that's why things turned out this way. No, don't say that! Fight the darkness! Come on, Naomi. You did it in the true route, you can do it here. As I lay there stricken with grief, I heard the footsteps of a child approach. I looked up and saw a little girl with a red dress standing over me. Fuck you! Do you want to save your friend no matter what it takes? Who? What are you?
この世界の
I'm the one who controls the fate of this world.
何を言ってい
I
る
had
の
no
か
clue
わ
what
か
she
らない
meant by that.
だけど
But I remembered that she'd been giving me advice this whole
アドバイ
time.
校舎の至る
She had a
ところ
different
に
air about
広
her
い
than the other spirits around the school
雰囲気が
building.
違う
I felt like maybe she was on my side.
この子
Nope!
助けて
I
よ
want to save her, please, if there's some way to do it. Tell me
な
how!
ら教えて
もう一度
I'll give you another chance to remember. Think hard.
今見たのは
What you've just seen are events from your past, which is also the future through which your spirit now passes. Run that by me again. What you've just seen are events from your past, which is also the future through which your spirit now passes. Okay.
あなたは
In other words, this isn't the first time you've experienced this sequence of events, but you already knew that, didn't you? I did indeed.
そんなこと
This sort of thing doesn't happen. It should have sounded like complete nonsense to me.
でも
But I didn't say a word, I
私
just
は無
nodded.
言でうなず断片的だった
They
け
were
れ
only
ど
fragments, but nonetheless I was seeing crystal clear visions of what I can only assume was my first time experiencing these events.
ずっと感じてた既視
That
感
sense of deja vu I'd been feeling wasn't just some crazy delusional misidentified nerve impulse in my brain, it was real.
だったら
Then you've also already seen the trigger event from which your despair originated.
抗ってみ
So
な
now you fight against this fated demise. Why is Sachiko helping me? Sachiko's being weird about it.
気がつくと
When I came back to my senses, I found myself standing in the hallway on the third floor of the school building. No!
いつの間にここ
When did I get here? How long had I been here? I looked down and sure enough there were puddles of black all around me.
私の股か
It was that viscous fluid that had been spilling out from inside me.
陰鬱な気持
A
ちが
palpable
広がって
manifestation of dread spreading out across the floor, but this was no time to sulk. I had to think about Seiko.
私はまた
I left her
あ
by
の子を
herself
一人に
again.
してしまったんだ
God, finally realized. I wonder if she's still in the custodian's room.
この音
That sound.
トイレの中
It was
から
coming from
聞
inside the
こえるような
bathroom.
音に
The
緊張
violent
しながら
banging coming from one of the
ち
stalls.
ょっと
With a lump in my throat and a shiver down my spine, I slowly crept in to take a look. Please tell me we can save her in this route.
しんと
Don't-
張り詰めた
Do
空気の
not.
女子トイレ
Okay. Do not have it teased where it's like, I control the fate of this universe. This is not the first time you've done this. If you want to save your friend, I can change this timeline. Don't tease that and then have her die, please. I'll be so upset. There's an eerie stillness in the air again.
人の気配は
Didn't
全
feel like
く
there was
しないけれ
anyone
ど
else in there with me, but I sensed a slight movement on the third stall door from the back.
今
Think about it! No! Open it!
ずっと感じていた違和感
This was the source of all the bad feelings and uncomfortable premonitions I've been having. I knew what I was going to find. I remembered this
記
future.
憶しているこうなる前に止めな
This
きゃ
is
い
the
けな
future
か
I
った
absolutely had to prevent from coming to pass. The image of what waited for me in that store was burned into my memory.
あのイメージは
Ah, that's very red.
現実
And it was now a reality!
成功
Sego! Naomi! Sego, you're still alive, I'll save you!
助けるからうっすらと
There was again a flash of the sad future that awaited
こ
us.
こで間違っち
If
ゃ
I
い
made
けな
even
い
one wrong move here, but there was still time, I could still save her. Hold on, I'll get you down. But how? Her noose was pretty high off the ground. I needed someone to get up to neck height in order to pull her down safely. Something to stand on. Use the bucket.
成功待って
I'll be right back, Sego. I'm gonna get something to stand
持っ
on.
てくるから私は
I mean, this is the thing that didn't work. Maybe the other way does work. Maybe thinking about it stops it from happening. I hurried out into the hallway to grab the bucket I'd seen sitting on the ground there earlier. If I were to stand on that, I was certain I could reach Seiko's neck, even at my
成功の
height.
首に手が届くはず
Maggots! Inside the bucket were clumps of an unidentifiable rotting meat crawling with countless maggots. The silo was nauseating. This is no time to be grossed out. Seiko's life was on the line. Are there multiple
驚く
quick
ほど躊
saves?
躇なくそのバケツを持ち上
Picked
げ
up
て
the bucket with surprisingly little
中の
hesitation.
汚物を廊下
Let me just save. I mean, that's pretty early on. I'll keep it anyway. God, almost an hour ago. Load, quick load. Oh, awesome! All the quick saves are separate slots. I fucking love this game. This game's great. Oh, after dumping its contents onto the ground, I held the dirty bucket tight against my chest and rushed back into the bathroom.
助けるか
I
ら
will save you. I will.
成功
Sega, hold still. I'm gonna loosen the rope.
裏返した
I threw the
バケ
bucket
ツに
onto the
両足
floor
を乗せ
upside
る
down
と
and stepped on it like a footstool. Sure enough, this gave me the lift I needed to reach Seiko's neck.
これなら大
This
丈
would
夫
work. I was gonna save her.
助けてあげるからね成
I positioned my hands on Seiko's shoulder and began feeling around for the knot, but then... Oh, the bucket breaks? No! The bottom of the old rusted bucket had given way! Yeah, I remember this. I lost my footing and fell, inadvertently pulling down on Seiko's body. Her thin neck snapped easily. God, no! No, Seiko! Seiko's neck was twisted unnaturally. Her arms and legs hung limply and swayed back and forth with the momentum of my fall. She would struggle no more. No! No! I can still feel the sensations of that last moment on my hand. I was responsible for this. I broke her neck. I killed Seiko. No, the shitty bucket killed her. I clasped my hands on either side of my head and curled up in a fetal squat. This was all predestined to happen. It was an inescapable fate. But somehow I should have been able to change it. Fear, despair, and anger were all swirling around inside my head, and I couldn't do a thing to quell them. I knew it was going to happen. I knew it. But I couldn't stop it. What the hell was wrong with me? I just went through the same motions as before. I made the exact same mistake, and now Seiko. Funnily enough, that isn't actually what happened. Oh, wrong end. Okay. So it confirms that we can save Seiko then. But yeah, that actually wasn't what happened. The bucket didn't give way. That was something else when... Yeah, that was when Satoshi tried to save Naomi from hanging herself that the bucket broke. She went and picked up the bucket and she was already dead. But hey ho. We got the first of 3 wrong endings? Is it under bonus? I don't think I did this on stream. I think I did this before stream. But I believe there's 3 endings for this chapter. Which is why I'm not that fussed. Yeah, okay, so 3 endings. I'm not that fussed about thinking too hard about what the right choices are. So not using the bucket might be the right thing to do. Was it this one? Think of something else. No, I remember now. The bottom of that bucket is rusted through. I fall and I wound up breaking Seiko's neck. That's not what happened. No, that's what happened when Satoshi tried to save you. Don't lie, Naomi. That never happened. You don't know about the rusty bucket bottom. Only now, in this reality where it's happened again. No, never mind. There must be some other way, somewhere to loosen the rope so she can breathe. Gurgle. Though only half-conscious, Seiko was thrashing around wildly, frantically squirming for air. It seemed automatic, like a reflex. The body struggled for life when life was being denied it. All I could see as I watched her body writhing on that rope was proof positive that she wanted to live. I'm gonna save you, I swear. It was going to be alright. I could see the future. Fate was on my side for a change. Grab her body! I knew I had to lift Seiko's body into the air, loosening the pull on the rope so she could breathe, unfortunately. While writhing, Seiko inadvertently kicked me square in the jaw. The force of the blow caused me to stumble and fall backwards. Seiko! She's really suffering, I have to hurry! And she dies anyway. Okay, so... lifting her up does nothing. Oh wait, I bet the text was different that time. I bet the text was different that time, but basically the same fucking thing. Unless this says wrong end too. Oh shit! That was a different wrong ending? Wait, what? Hold on. Hold the phone. I need to... We're doing that again because I need to see what was said differently. Grab her body. Alright, so you fall. Then she dies. I thought it would say the same shit, but... Seiko's was twisted naturally, her arms and legs. Hung limply and swayed with the leftover momentum of a struggle that would plague her no more. God no! Seiko, I didn't make it in time. Maybe I couldn't. Maybe this was all predestined to happen, an inescapable fate. I didn't want to accept it, but here it was. Still, I should have been able to change it. Fear, despair, and anger were all swirling around inside my head. I couldn't do anything to quell it. Oh, so it is basically the same. This was going to happen, but I couldn't stop it. What the hell is... No, you didn't make the same mistake as before. Don't leave me. A cold sword surrounded me as I was the only living being left. This was the ultimate despair. No, that's Junko Enoshima. Whoops. Spoilers. The hopelessness of being completely alone. No matter how much I screamed, Seiko would never speak to me again. Okay, so it was slightly different, but basically the same thing. So, you can't lift her up, you can't put her on the bucket. So what the fuck? Do we need to think of something else? Again? Resume! Think of something else. No, wait, I remember this too! If I try to lift her, I'm just gonna end up pulling down on her harder and breaking her neck. Seiko! What do I do? There has to be something else! Was this not what you were trying to do before? I thought that's what you were trying to... You know what? Hoist her up on your shoulders. We'll try it. That was it. I needed to lift her higher up. I quickly ducked under Seiko's body and forced myself between her wildly flailing legs until she was sitting on my shoulders. When it said lift her body up, I thought this was what you would think of first. What, did you literally just grab her by the legs and try and lift her with your arms? Is that what you were trying to achieve? I then put everything I had into my back muscles, standing up and lifting her into the air. This created enough slack in the rope that the upper half of Seiko's body weakened, as it was naturally collapsed against the back wall. Thinking fast, I took a step forward and actively pushed her into it, holding her in place so her head wouldn't droop back down again. Hey. Seiko! Stay with me! Breathe, woman! Wheeze and sputter. Breathe! I'm gonna get you out of this rope now, okay? Just hold still. All the hair on my body was standing on end. I actually did it! I averted fate! I prevented Seiko's death! I could feel it all throughout my being. I had just stepped into a new world, a new destiny. It was an odd sensation. My deja vu, my memories of that horrible future had ground to a halt. I had no idea what would happen from now on. It seems the only memories I retained from that other timeline were the ones relating to my dearest friend's demise. Seiko had stopped squirming and simply slumped over, exhausted from the whole ordeal. I reached my hand up to her neck gently and carefully. After a lot of fumbling, I successfully untied the knot on the rope. Peeling the slack noose off of Seiko's neck made a sort of crackling sound with each yank. I was in awe of how much force the rope had exerted. It was painful just thinking about it. Up through this morning, she was all smiles and laughter. She was always thinking about me and always so kind and outgoing. Why did something so horrible have to happen to her? Because darkening. Wait, am I slightly less dark now? No, still 50%. Okay. That might just be a progress thing, actually, thinking about it. I don't know if that's, like, actually a monitor of how, you know, dark and possessed they are. But there was nothing to be afraid of anymore. Seiko and I had now bypassed the sad fate that previously awaited us. As long as the two of us were together, we'd make it through this. I looked down at Seiko, still breathing, and sobbed. This is just like Final Fantasy VII Remake all over again. It feels strange because now we're changing fate. It's so weird to have her not be dead. I led Seiko out of the stall and gently laid her down on the bathroom floor. She was too weak to go any farther just yet. Seiko! Baka! I just wanted to snap back with, "You tried to kill me, you dumb bitch! Why would you try to hang yourself? I was so worried about you! You have no idea!" I laid my head on her body. She was so warm. I wasn't gonna let her go again. I wasn't gonna let anyone take her away from me. Until in 5 minutes where I'm like, I hate you again for no reason. It's okay now. I'm sorry, Seiko. I'll never leave you alone again. You better fucking stick to that. Because don't forget, Satoshi said that and then abandoned you. Do not forget, Satoshi said this exact thing to you. Don't worry, I'll never leave you alone. I gotta go look for Yuka. Bye. Wheeze pant. Do you understand? Can you see me? It's me, Naomi. What is it? What? Seiko? What's wrong? It's me, it's me! Seiko wasn't acting like herself.
まるで
She was
恐ろしい
regarding me as if she'd just seen a ghost. Her face was plainly painted with abject fear from the very depths of her soul.
足をふらつ
She
かせ
stumbled
な
to
が
her
ら
feet clumsily, then hastily darted out of the room. Aww. Seiko! What? Why? I didn't understand. Was she confused? Either way, I had to catch her.
混乱しているのか
Please tell me she doesn't just
追いつかないと
die anyway. Oh no, is she gonna run into the fucking
待ってよ
wire?
どうしたの私だよ
Wait, tell me what's wrong. It's me. It's
聖
Naomi.
子の後を
Kept pace with Seiko's frantic, unsteady sprinting as she turned the corner, headed down the staircase, and then
ちょっと
no, the fucking piano wire. This game's mean. This game is so mean. Why, Seiko? I saved you. I just saved you.
せっかく助かったのに
It smells rotten. Oh, poor you, poor you. Did you really think you could save her? I wish I could. When someone's fate passes through these holes, it locks in place forever. Don't you see? If your destiny is to die here, then that's what's gonna happen no matter what. Yep. I had a feeling that was the case. I had a distinct feeling that would happen. And the way you die will just keep getting worse and worse every time. Good girl. Don't worry, I'll gladly extract all your painful memories for now. This isn't your first time here after all, right? We have all the time in the world to savor all the new unspeakable ways your friend can die. Gross. What an annoying little bitch. Just let me have Seiko, alright? Keep whatever the other dude's Morishige. Keep Morishige, keep Mayu. Actually, let me have Miss Yui as well. Let me keep... I'll trade offer. You get to keep Morishige and Mayu, and I get to take back Yui and Seiko, huh? Such unbelievable cruelty. This was an inhuman malevolence the likes of which I'd never even imagined could exist.
私が余計なことをし
Just
たせいで
cradling the decapitated head. Because of my own overzealous actions, Seiko wound up meeting a fate
もっ
even
と
worse
ひどい
than death by
姿になって
hanging.
しまった私のせいで
It's my fault! My fault!
聖子の
My tears began raining down on Seiko's
私の
cheek.
涙が額に鼻に
I mean,
口に目に
you know, Seiko just, you know, just kind of ran off instead of thinking, wait, why would you save me if you just tried hanging me? You know, instead of, you know, realizing what was going on, like, oh, you're possessed, but now you seem fine. She was just like, oh, you're still possessed, and you're gonna hang me again, bye. Seiko needed to take a sec to think. Also, she got her energy back pretty damn quick. And on her forehead, into her nose, into her mouth, into her eyes. Seiko's eyes wouldn't close.
焦点の
Despite lacking the ability to focus anymore, she just kept staring right at me.
聖子
No, Seiko, what are you looking at right now? What thoughts are going through your mind?
どうしてさっき
Why did you run from me earlier?
私どうして
Why were you so
い
afraid?
くら問いか
But
け
no
ても
matter how many times I asked her these questions, Seiko just wouldn't answer.
何があっても
I told her we'd always be friends no matter what, that we'd always be together. Answer me, please! Say something! Don't leave me all alone!
まだ
I could still feel the warmth from Seiko's head in my arms, but she was gone now. I was powerless. All I could do was
威
scream.
力も何もでき
There
ない
was nothing else to do, nothing would change.
張り巡らされた
Not that the screaming helped. All that did was echo back at me as if mocking my pain. I felt like I was trapped in a cold, damp cell.
ここは
I had no doubt in my mind that this was hell. H-E double hockey sticks.
なきゃいけないの
Why do you have to be put through this nightmare?
もうこの学校
Okay,
ここから出して誰か助けて
let me just say one more thing. Why do we have to be put through this nightmare? Satoshi tried to stop it. Satoshi tried. Believe me, he tried, my boy. My poor boy. And you said yourself, huh, I'm getting weird bad vibes and deja vu from this. Oh well, it's probably nothing. I have visions of my friend hanging. Don't worry, I'm sure it's nothing. You know, if you would just listen to your instincts and listen to Satoshi, this wouldn't have happened. The Book of Shadows ending would probably be the better ending. If people just listened to their friend. But no. I can't take it anymore. Get me out of here. Someone please save me. Seal. Coquine. An alternate universe tale. Nice. Clear! Demise is now playable. Satomi Arai. Soulful testimony unlocked. Who the fuck is Satomi Arai? Are those achievements? I got all the endings. I completed chapter 1, yes. Oh, attained all endings as well, okay. So, ending list. Now I've got them all, can I like read them all? Oh, okay, so it's like golden is real ending, red star means you got the bad endings. Okay. Well, okay. Well, we did chapter 1. Let's have a quick look at some of those bonus things. Wow. Yeah, cast interviews, okay. So, Gallery of Spirits. Aww. We get so much cute CG of Naomi and Sayako. Aww. Look at this image. What is this? Who are you as well? This is such a weird image. And decapitated Seiko. You know what? I think Seiko hanging is probably better than her being decapitated by piano wire. That looks like it's gonna sting. I don't think there's any more, is there? Oh yeah. I wonder what other fates we can avert. Quote unquote. Oh yeah. Here it is. This is why she was so terrified. But, you know, if only Seiko had taken a second to think. The bloody urinals, they're back. Alright, cast phonograph? Oh, that's just music. Soulful testimonies. Oh, Satomi Arai is the voice actor for Seiko, I guess. I'm curious to listen to this, actually.
良い子じゃないよ、聖子だよでおなじみ、新井さとみです。いやー、へへ。いや、今日初めてダミーヘッドっつうんですか？頭に向かって喋ったんですけどね。
Oh, they actually have the ASMR mic. No way. No way, they actually have the ASMR mic. That's funny. I'm gonna turn this up a little bit.
それに向かってこうはーってこう何度も息を吹きかけました。皆様お楽しみください。ストーリーの方をもちろんメインにお楽しみください。
But did they record all the voice lines? Did they record all the voice lines for this game in the ASMR head mic? Did they actually? That's funny. So that's why they've got like the left ear, right ear audio from the first game, I guess, as well. What was I gonna check? I was gonna... Oh, right, that was it. I was gonna see what else she voices. Do I know her from anything? Satomi Arai. Let's see, before I finish up for the day, because I guess we'll do the same thing that we did last game. Where we'll do like a chapter a stream. Satomi Arai. Oh, wow. Let's take a quick look through this, shall we? I can show this. Do I know her voice from anything? I haven't played Neo World Ends with You, actually. Oh my god, she's Beatrice. She's Beatrice in ReZero, no way. Huh. Yeah, all the versions of Beatrice. Oh my god, I can oh my, no, I can definitely hear that now. Oh, yeah, I could totally hear that. Oh, she was Sayako in Code Geass as well. I don't even remember her, really. I remember, like, one or two things she does, but... Oh, and that was even the movie. I haven't watched the movie of that yet. But yeah, definitely Beatrice. I can hear that now. For sure. Any others that we know? I need to watch this Scientific Railgun. Oh, wait. Isn't this like one of the main characters as well? I gotta watch that. I gotta watch Railgun. It's been on my watch list for so long. And now I have even more reason. Wow, Jesus Christ, she's been in a lot. I was like slowly scrolling through. Coco Bandit? Bandicoot even? From Crash Tag Team Racing? I'm guessing the Japanese dub. Huh. So yeah, the only other voice really that I know is Beatrice and Railgun that I plan to watch, and Code Geass. Cool. I like her. She's a fun voice actor. She seems like such a fun person as well. Anyway, we'll leave it at that for today. Thank you for coming. It's been a pleasure. Return either tomorrow or Friday. I'm not sure when the next stream will be specifically. But yeah, we'll continue with the next chapter in the next stream. Hopefully tomorrow. If not tomorrow, it'll be Friday. Alrighty. Thank you. Goodbye for now.